Live from the Family Arena in St. Charles, it's St. Louis Ambush Soccer on MASL TV. This afternoon's action between our heroes from St. Louis and the team that haters mockingly refer to as mere glorified water, the Milwaukee Wave. Joey Zanaboni alongside Matt Rocchio. Matt, Ambush looking to get into the win column today.
Well, as long as their offense is as good as that intro, Joey, they should be fine. And the big thing here is getting both of the newbies going at the same time. 3 players lead the Ambush with 3 points. 2 of those are newbies, Varela and the King, Frank Tayu. But the big thing, 2 of those points from Varela came in game 1, unfortunately a loss. 3 of those points, all of them from Tayu, came in their second game, a loss. They got to put both those guys together. That's how you get a win tonight, and you score big.
Frank Tayu joined by Ian Bennett of the Wave in this game. They are the 2 top goal scorers in the history of the MASL. Ambush looking to get an offense that's been kind of stagnant going against this Milwaukee team.
Absolutely. Like I said, it's going to be the new names that are going to be big for the Ambush. Obviously, anytime you make the moves they make, Giuliano Oliveira talked about it. This is a team that people are talking about because of those moves. They got to make a big impact. And while you're mentioning Ian Bennett, I got to point out, in the 1 game that the Wave have played so far, he had 10 shots and a goal scored. The old man is still active in this game.
Ambush Wave coming up for you from St. Charles, Missouri on MASL TV.
Restore Chesterfield is the official wellness and recovery center for your St. Louis Ambush. We offer cryotherapy, IV drips, hyperbaric oxygen, and so much more. Bring your ticket stub and receive 1 free core service. See you soon, and go Ambush!
Mitre is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, Mitre is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at mitre.com.
Fans, please continue standing as we honor America and celebrate its freedom and those who protect it. Please welcome to the field the choir from the Academy of the Sacred Heart for the singing of our national anthem, presented by Complete Auto Body and Repair.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon once again from the Family Arena in St. Charles, Missouri, right outside of St. Louis, the site of the first meeting in 2024 between the St. Louis Ambush and the Milwaukee Wave. Joey Zanaboni, Matt Rocchio rejoining you as the fans get the early treats. Balls tossed up here at the Family Arena before the Ambush gets set to go in what feels like a very important game against the Wave.
Very important game for the Ambush here today. Obviously, getting that first win on your mark in a season is always big. And, of course, when you look at the home record from last year, anytime you're inside the Family Arena near the Ambush, you got to walk away with a W with the way they've been playing the last couple of years at home and away.
And it should be a good crowd on hand for the first of our 3 games in the month of December. We just heard the special moment of silence for Pat McBride, St. Louis soccer legend, who passed away earlier this week. We'll have a little more on his life and legacy at halftime. Thank you as well to the Academy of the Sacred Heart Choir for a nice national anthem as the men in teal look to get in the W column against the team in gold. Wave took down KC 6-5 in overtime after KC blew a large lead last weekend. Ambush have only taken on the Comets in the first 2 games of the season, lost both 8-3, 8-4. Where are you in terms of assessment for both of these teams?
I mean, the Ambush just need to settle down on the defensive side. Obviously, when you've made all the additions, and we talked about those in the pregame, and you look at how well Varela, 3 points, Frank Tayu, 3 points, are doing here, tied for the team lead in points. The offense, you know what you're going to get, and eventually that's just going to get dialed in as these players slowly get more and more comfortable. The defense, though, that's the big question mark. Obviously, you're getting new players on the defensive end, but defense is about, it's about responsibility, it's about doing your job, it's about cohesion, and it's about effort. And so those things I really need to see from this defense. It's got to be a smaller number than 8 for the other team today.
Both coaches getting their teams ready. Jeff Locker in the Ambush huddle, Giuliano Oliviero getting a final word in with the black-clad refereeing crew. Ambush at home on Friday as well, 7 o'clock first kick against the Dallas Sidekicks. And then we've got our New Year's Eve matchup with the KC Comets. That's December 31st at 2 o'clock. Get your tickets right now, stlambush.com.
And for the team in yellow on the other side, they're looking to play a full game. Obviously, when you have to save a game in the heroic fashion that Carvalho did in that game against the Comets, it's because you were down early in the game. And he talked about how they had a bad start to that game, a bad first half, and they turned things around. Execution and just playing your game in the second half was the big difference for the Wave, and that's what they're going to need. The problem, though, is even if they are playing their game, they're doing it without the guy who put in those magical goals in Ricardo Carvalho. So he's out today. They're going to need to get some, some impact from some other players. Here's the thing, though. They just happen to have the number 2 leading scorer of all time in league history.
Hey, we've got number 1, right?
Yeah, we got number 1, who had a nice 3-point game, 2 goals and 1 assist against the Comets last time out. But again, Ian Bennett, 10 shots. He's still as active and as dangerous as he has always been.
Multiple-time MVP against multiple-time MVP. Ours, Frank Tayu. In the center circle, the Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on MASL TV. Tayu looking for his first home goal in an Ambush jersey. These fans are ready for it as well. MASL Soccer underway in the St. Louis area. It's SK off the wall, piecing into the center circle. Lucas Almeida loses it to a former teammate, Tony Walls. Bennett using Javi Steinwasser. Andre Hain, former Lindenwood, bangs it off the board to Steinwasser. Centering for Bennett, just gets by him at the far post. Ambush happy to escape. Hain comes bulldozing through against SK. Able to push it forward. This Ambush attack with Dylan Hundell. Julio Varela! Right side, big save from William Bonahene. SK gets into Hundell, turns it and helicopters it over the pink bar.
Some early risk there from the defense from the Ambush. They turned that ball over and no one got back. They just assumed that Will Eske would be able to get the counter press going and get the ball turned back over because it was about to be 4 Wave versus 2 Ambush for an offensive possession. Incredible job by Will Eske to turn that around. Almost led to a goal.
Huff the stuff. Derek Huffman gets his first touch and pushes it back through Sanchez. New unit for the Wave, but Wall's still doing work. Longtime Ambush, who's played with both franchises extensively. Wall's being welcomed back to Family Arena alongside Max Ferdinand, Andre Hain, another former ambush who now have their home in Wisconsin. Nada after the first minute. Mario Alvarez going to work. Uzi Tayu fronting him, that's Sanchez, and Tayu does a nice job, goes to the carpet, blocks it, and picked up by James Thomas, who had a birthday earlier this week. Jarred off the wall, and that's a big-time win up top. Ryan Kidu on the win and trying to drop it back through Mo Ndiaye, who returns to the ambush. And for this season, foul against the Wave.
Love seeing big Mo Ndiaye back in an ambush jersey, and that's one thing that we've been waiting to talk about, but with everything keeping him out of the lineup the first 2 games, we weren't really sure, but on the bench today, and first shift of the season for Mo Ndiaye, and Joey brings us back to our first year on the call.
He was fantastic here.
Yes, he was. And I tell you what, also looking back on our first year on the call, Joey, makes me think we've had 10 home games versus the Wave in our broadcast tenure. This is game number 11. 6 of those 10 games have been 1-goal contests here at home. There's been a lot of games between these teams overall that have been 1-goal contests, but a lot here in the Family Arena. I'm looking for another close one tonight.
John A.S.K. trying to wrestle it away from Sean Escueta. Commits the foul now, Javi Steinwasser from the line. As it squirt through, Arne Ujo parabolas it out to Robert Williamson. And pressure from behind from Zachary Druhy. He and John A. up top. Will S.K., John A.'s brother, with them.
There's not many games where Will S.K.'s hair is playing,
second fiddle?
Playing for third place, because Bonaheny, I think, would be second fiddle, but obviously Mr. Williamson, what a main.
Frank Tayu, he turns one, just misses. Inches of the pink. Bennett just ejects it out to Paulo. 2.5 gone by. Tayu gets his first look. He scored twice in KC. Ambush opened here the day after Thanksgiving. They went to KC 2 days later. Results were virtually the same, though the ambush got off to a much better start in game 2. Tayu can't keep this. Williamson slithers up the wall. Tayu is clawing him. And that foul will give the Wave a chance to clear. Milwaukee last year against St. Louis, 6-0-0. Everyone a winner for the Wave, though 2 of them did go to overtime. We're hoping it can be like a couple of years ago when the ambush won a season series, 3-2 over this pesky Wave and successful Wave franchise.
Some might just call them water.
And Kidu reinserts this. Bonaheny with his foot brought it down. Druhy and Hundelt coming, as is Kidu. That's dangerous! And he's going to be whistled for a foul as he rams Bonaheny allegedly into the wall. Looked like he was trying to brace himself or stop himself. Bonaheny went down pretty easy, and I think this will be just a foul rather than a card.
That was a nice job by Bonaheny. Put yourself in a position to get fouled. Smart move. And a goalkeeper, too. Usually that's the attackers who do that kind of stuff, but that was a goalkeeper putting himself in that spot. And Ryan Kidu, love seeing his name, love hearing his name early on in this broadcast, and it's a perfect day, too, because one of the early stars of the M2 last year for the ambush got the call up late in the season. Now we see him right out of the gate in the A1 lineup here on the same night we're going to be calling a 2-game. So it's pretty amazing to see the graduate of those 2 teams here playing tonight. We're going to see the ambush later on tonight in the second game, the M2 game.
Ambush 2 and the Muskegon Risers coming up for you at 5:15. Duduka dropping back. SK sprays it off the board. Bonaheny got fingertips to it. Hoisted up and out by the thigh of Troy Morrison. Ambush trying again through Duduka. Clever to Thomas, off the wall. Tempting Araujo, hammers it high. SK went down in a tangled mess with Morrison. Tweety Bird stays silent. Meanwhile, they've got a player, Breno Oliveira, who's being helped up in the corner by the referee. And it looks like the Wave will be out of the trouble.
SK's got a fair call because Troy Morrison definitely took him down just on the edge of the circle. And I'm surprised there was no whistle there. Definite contact there. It didn't look incidental. Ball into the bench like that, and that's going to be a good opportunity here for the ambush.
It bangs off the plexiglass. Ambush will set it up. Have a group of 10 or more who want to attend an ambush game at a discounted rate? We're here to help. Send an email to info@stlambush.com. On the gold line, or even better, on the bow and arrow. It's Lucas Almeida who had 2 assists here against KC. On the go button, wanted Thomas maybe in the corner. Mo starts it back with Paulo all the way on the other side of the field. 11-12 left in the first. Paulo says, I'll do this myself. Right-footed shot doesn't make its way through the mosh pit in front. SK re-injects to no avail.
Another crucial defensive play there by Will SK because Paulo was not getting back very fast, and SK just had to punch that one away and slow things down.
Smart work. Ambush got burned by KC in a similar situation November 29th. That was in a disastrous first quarter where we fell behind 4-0. Nothing against these Wave. Steinwasser dances across, fronted by Tayu. Drags right, now pinches one left to his brother Alex Steinwasser. Steinwasser to Steinwasser. Started back up top with Max Ferdinand, the former Ambush. Now Javi Steinwasser off the board. Hain didn't get it cleanly. Almeida rolls it loose.
Ambush again getting lucky right now. Just Hain not able to really step into that one the way he thought he was going to be able to.
Uzi gets stepped into by Hain, spilled all over the green carpet. Free kick Ambush.
Just an execution problem right now for the Ambush. That's been their issues game 1 and 2. So far they haven't solved that. Right now they're just working with a Milwaukee Wave team that again is struggling to play their perfect execution early in the game as well. Sloppy first quarter here.
Undealt, dealt to SK. John A. Left-footed insertion, Tayu. Angled away from him.
That's the entry you want into Tayu. He just couldn't handle it, Joey.
Hain, half bicycle out. Mo NDI slams it into the netting above the glass. 9:46.
That's exactly what Coach Locker was talking about before the game. They need to get Tayu the ball more. That was the big difference between game 1 and 2. They were getting the ball to him okay in game 1, but it wasn't in those crucial spots where he's actually in the paint, in the box, where he can make things happen. That was a perfect entry in there from John A. And Frankie Tayu, unfortunately, just couldn't handle it and turn on it.
And Ferdinand twirls it out of the back. Somebody trying to break the goose eggs. Ian Bennett has broken 4.05 in his MASL career. Tried to spring Huff the stuff. Derek Huffman bodied away by Mo.
Those couldn't have
Clearance.
Those couldn't have all been goose eggs.
Ends up from Ferdinand. He knows how to make an omelet, right?
Amen to that.
Kidu spatulas this one back to the midway line.
And omelet making, much like goal scoring, is about patience, Joey. It's about patience and the right time to strike or flip in another case.
Huffman. Making me ask if Matt ate his lunch. Thanks to the
No, I ate my breakfast.
Stand crew.
Oh, Ryan Kidu caught a spot in the carpet.
Big move from Sanchez. Now Breno wings it across.
Sometimes it's the move, sometimes it's the floor. Just saying.
8:42. Sanchez operating again from the equator. Huffman, he goes flopping. Wanted to call on John A. Huffman. Kept at the outer reaches, leaving for Breno Oliveira. Oh! Paulo! Accidentally ingest a cat tranquilizer at a Pixar movie. Let's get up and down.
Nicholas Drouet with some huge minutes early in this game for the Ambush. He did a great job there. Missed switch, but he jumped on it.
Ooh, Bennett stings one into SK.
Here we go.
Selflessly wears that. Bonahene lobs downfield. That's way too high and out.
Bonahene showing you how a goalie can get off his line and make an impact, because if he doesn't get off his line quick, that is almost a picture-perfect way to get a transition goal with a guy like Will SK. His speed, a free ball, he's got the defender where the defender's got to flip his hips and run while he's got running straight line from the get-go. Great job by Bonahene to get out there and cut that one before it started.
What a great crowd to do it in front of as well. Show them how to play the game. We have our Slica Division winners out here this afternoon. We'll have another Slica night on January 5th at the Family Arena. More information, stlambush.com. Robbery by the Wave, but Araujo says I can do that as well. Ambush will end up with a free chance to clear away. Great hustle after the loss by Araujo.
Love a good retribution play by Araujo. He tries to dribble through multiple Wave defenders in a foolish capacity. Loses the ball, but then he immediately wins it back on the counterattack. The ending result will be an Ambush possession. So nothing lost. Great job there by Araujo, making up for the mistake.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Check it out, maslsoccer.com. 7:55 left in the first. Nothing. We'll be right back on MASL TV.
Every day starts with a routine, but it's the details that define our day. Clarity that helps you focus and keeps your goals in sight. In every moment, every look, every glance. See the world your way with Wisconsin Vision. Ask about 40% off lenses with purchase of frame. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more.
St. Louis Ambush Soccer at the Family Arena versus the Milwaukee Wave. So far, nothing. Ambush have a couple of chances against this Wave team, and they've had a couple against us. Great save just moments ago from Paulo.
Yeah, goalkeepers are the highlights of the first quarter so far, Joey. Both Paulo and Bonahany, just two of the best-looking goalkeepers in the league, looking good out here early.
The Brazilian Rob Lowe, Paulo coming through with one of his best saves of the season so far. Mo NDI, part of the defense in front of him. It's a second crack at a free kick. Araujo and SK up toward the equator. Araujo, putt goal for Julio Varela, tied for the team lead with 2 goals. Redeposits through Araujo. Mo, who was in the top 3 in points in the MASL for a good stretch of the season last time he was in an Ambush jersey. Fed SK. SK has to work hard to win it back. Does against Javi Steinwasser. To the corner. SK off the wall. Bonahene able to corral.
William SK is going to get a Wallace score tonight if it's the last thing he does. Right now, all of his shots early coming off the wall in a strategic manner, trying to get something different. When you have a great goalkeeper like William Bonahene, you can't go against him just regular shots. You got to take him off his line, create weird angles, and Wallace scores is the best way to do that.
SK looping downfield. That's wonderful from Druhi. Giving to Big Mo against former teammate Tony Walls with the outside of his right foot. That goes with his back heel to Kidu. Tipped on the way in, takes a wild bounce just west of the post. Scooped up by a couple of gold jerseys. Sanchez and Steinwasser able to croquet through Druhi and get it into greener pastures.
I know it wasn't on purpose, Joey, but a goofy angle almost took Bonahene off his line and into a perfect spot for the Ambush to score. Wasn't purposeful, wasn't what we were talking about, but it almost worked. Ryan Kidu making an impact early.
Still nada. 6.5 left, and Sanchez punctures that right on cue. A tipped ball that Jackrabbits passed a diving Paulo on the other side of him. 1-0 Milwaukee.
There's nothing you can do when you get those kind of deflections. Again, it's not what you plan for, but it throws great goalkeepers off their mark. Paulo, one of the best goalkeepers in the league, in the game, and yet when you have this kind of deflection, we're going to see here, great job by Sanchez. And Tayu, who gets a block in a similar fashion of kind of like kneeing down on the ball, tries to get that one, but he couldn't close the 5-hole. I think it actually went between his 2 legs, causes the ricochet, and unfortunately Paulo can't be in 2 places at once.
Well, the good thing about not playing Kansas City, not quite as many Wave fans here. Hey, the St. Louis Ambush faithful boo. They might cheer here. SK bobsled out, Bonahene blocked it. Now it's blocked again in front of him. Could it be a hand? It was Stuart Grable laying out. Did he clip it with the hand or arm? Looks like
you
for
got to
now,
take a look at that one. There were so many bodies in there. It happened so fast.
Bennett finds a friend on the other end. Kudus Lawal spilled by Paulo. Whistle out.
You absolutely have to drop a card on Paulo here, I think.
Bennett can't believe. I think they're going to mark this at the spot outside the box.
He wasn't close to the ball, unfortunately, when he got his feet tied up there with Bennett. Was it Bennett he got tied up with?
Kudus Lawal on a feed from Bennett.
On a feed from Bennett. And there's just no way you can't card Paulo, in my opinion, unfortunately.
Paulo on his back disrupted it. There's a whistle, and now there's a flag.
I mean,
red flag down on the field.
He might have gotten ball there when he swept over the top, but I don't think he got any ball when he made clear contact with the wall. And again, I think that we're overlooking the fact that you got to go back and look at the video of down on the other side of the goal, Joey. Too much happened on that play for you to confidently tell me with your free open eyes that you're 100% confident a Milwaukee Wave player did not obviously touch the ball with their arm, or the ball got in contact with their arm. It happened too fast for too many bodies.
Well, let's see what the Magic VCR in the sky has to say. Jeff Locker throws his first challenge flag of regulation. He'll get another one.
Did he get the
if
ball
this
here?
Is successful.
The question is when Polo kind of sweeps over the top of the ball there, right here, right before this frame. Did he get the ball before he caught Lawal's legs? That's the only question you have if you're an official right now.
Well, you have.
Because that's the only discrepancy.
On both ends, as you said, there might have been a handball on the other side on the SK goal.
And they're going to pull
potential
it back.
Goal. It was not obviously in the back of the net.
So, I mean, we're about to watch this one here, Joey, on the video review. We're getting both reviews here from our
what a ball
crew
from
here.
Caillou.
I mean, what a ball there. Oh, no, it looks like it went off the leg.
Well, here is where I was wondering if he hit where Grable.
You're 100% correct here. It's the second one right here.
Does Grable catch it there?
I think Grable got there with his arm. Grable's arm's up on that one. I don't know how that isn't a handball. It looks like his arm's up and he makes the contact with the ball. Am I crazy here, Joey?
Well, you're crazy, but you're also correct, Rocky.
Thank you very much. Two are
As
not
I've
mutually
said
exclusive.
many times through the years. And that was Grable with a good effort after Bonahene had to try to crab
That's
walk
an obvious
back.
handball. That is the definition of a handball. Thank you very much.
Fans agree with you. Let's see what they say.
But it's a foul, too, on Paulo. But the play should have stopped. Canceling him out?
Oh, no.
Are they saying canceling?
Benches are getting an explanation. Whatever it is, it's not good news for the ambush because the handball has not been given. The foul on the other side on Paulo, I think, is a given. They're setting it up for a free kick. Wave will take it. And the fans were expecting that Grable was going to get cited for a handball right in front of the goal. Ambush have moved the ball just outside of the square and arc. Box area, it's about maybe 2.5 feet out. Paulo readjusts it. Ferdinand's going to go to work on a free kick for the Wave. 5:57 left in the first. Wave 1, Ambush, unfortunately, nothing. This ball is like kissing into the arc now.
Yeah, right above the elbow.
They've gotten it worked out. Foul certainly didn't happen in the box area, but in the arc area. And now the free kick.
I'm surprised that wasn't a blue card on Paulo. If it's a foul there, it's a blue card.
Well, we could ill afford that. Wave are threatening to seize the momentum in what has been a respectable first period for an Ambush team urgently seeking a first win. There's Huff the stuff, and Paulo just bobsleds out and meets him in the spot. Now he says, I'll take it and do it myself. Long for Uzi. Windex, bicycle off the glass. Wanted Frank, or maybe wanted the goal. Uzi tried it to the delight of these faithful. Frank squeezes it in. SK! Oh, Will SK! Oh, baby! Silly Willy! Defying gravity like he's huffing a helium tank and a wicked screen in! We're tied!
There is nothing prettier than an outside foot banger like that one. Chili Willy SK step overs. He's going through 4 Wave. He's putting it through 3 of them on the actual shot, and he steps into it. It looks like just the very tip of the outside of his foot. That is an insanely difficult shot. The angle to put it just straight 45 degrees up into the upper 90. An insane goal by Chili Willy SK, who had only put in 1 goal on the team leading amount of shots so far this year. Finally puts in number 2. A huge goal for the ambush.
Wants to put in number 2 with the help of Johnny. Drop back. Stifled at the source. Ambush pressing down on the accelerator.
Thought we were going to get the SK double, and I don't know if Joey could have handled that.
The SK. That's what we need. Ambush gave up 2 goals in a crucial situation. 17 seconds left against Casey. Tried to do it in a short amount of time. Duduka bangs it into a flying Bonahede. Tony Walls keeps the doors shut. Javi Steinwasser pushes the evacuation button. Ball bounces over Lawal. Christian Briggs, who just celebrated a birthday yesterday, makes sure it's 1 for the ambush. Dumped down again for Duduka. The post up against Walls.
What a save by Bonahede, but also Duduka, realizing that he still has a shot at the ball, trying to contact it low under Bonahede. Great job by Duduka finding a spot there. Great dummy there as well, trying to open things up for Varela.
Hulk and Julio up top. Williamson, nice work by Briggs. Duduka battling again with Walls. 4:28 left in the first, all tied up. Chili Willie SK just scoring for the ambush, trying to put the clamps on. Hain forces that ball off the wall, and Paulo puts it in the picnic basket.
A little risky there from Hain. Can't get the leg high on a goalie's hands right there. Will cause some commotions. Look at the battle here. Frank Tayu trying to find space and get open. Willie SK looking for him. Incredible.
Tayu off the wall. Foul by Hain on SK. Ambush going to set it up again.
Sean Cueto was just all on Frank Tayu. Let's watch that one, Joey. Bottom of your screen, just off the screen right now. Frank Tayu and Cueto. I mean, 6 is just shadowing 15, not letting him get any space here.
Tayu too strong in the center circle. Huffman talenting him. It's Uzi who rescues it. Turns it into the corner. Wave goal scorer Sanchez bursts it loose. Almeida gets it under control as we dip under 4. $1 apiece. Ambush Wave, first of 4 meetings between the 2 teams this season. Next is here at the Family Arena March 9th. Hold up play, Tayu looking for space off the wall. A clever way to get it to Kidu, who's factored in huge for this first game of a doubleheader at the Family Arena today. Remember, we've got the Risers and our Ambush 2 in an M2 game at 5:15. We'll have the broadcast for you on MASL TV. That's JT Thomas lofting off the board for Tayu. You search St. Louis Ambush on YouTube. That's how you can find us in that 5:15 matchup. A lot of work for our vocal cords. Great to see the M2 side getting going again this year.
Oh no, I don't actually have. I'm actually not going to talk in that game. That's all you.
Oh, Sanchez sends a shiver up my spine. It ends up kangarooing to the fans. Ambush on a clear.
Think we can get a chat going for that one?
We need a chat. If you're out there in internet television land,
all I want is a chat. I want to be talking to the listeners.
Find
while
a
we
way
talk
to
about
get us a
soccer.
message, folks. Thomas sent down to the green mattress and then bumped on the way up in a delay of game. Breno Oliveira and Kudus Lawal making things a little fuzzy for the Ambush as they try to get this free kick off. Hundels over to Chile. And Paulo, right foot, long, once Big Mo. Bonahede right at the edge of the box. Volleyballs it down. Long toss by him off Thomas's head.
Playing with a little risk. I know he knows what he's doing, but 1 foot out of the box there when he landed with the ball in his hand. A little risky from Bonahede.
Ambush cut off the pass toward Bennett. Mo and Breno in front of the St. Luke sign. Down goes Mo, and the Tweety Bird saves the Ambush here. Lawal was ready to run away with it. Ambush will turn it the other direction. Fans' Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help our athletes battle aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try it yourself by visiting greendropcompression.com. Paulo tries his luck. Stolen out of the slot machine by Williamson. Alex Steinwasser through Huff the stuff. Prodded forward. Araujo gums it up in the corner. Araujo got the steal, looked clean. Refereeing crew felt differently. This officiating
You didn't?
crew. Oh, I thought Araujo should have been off to the races there.
I think you could hear his cleat. I think you could hear his cleat hit the back of Steinwasser's from up here.
This crew is led by Arturo Ibarra and Daniel Radford, senior referee and referee respectively. Certainly they heard something. Wave.
Got to watch that defensive shell for the ambush. It's showing cracks. They're moving the ball well in the exterior. Oh,
that one gets away. SK.
Good job by Bonahany.
It's a little cardio after it disappeared under Ferdinand. Huff in the corner. Uzi, look at that.
I was going to say,
pinching,
you're gonna get a whistle there.
And unfortunately, he is given a whistle. Now, Huffman's done that quite a bit as well. I thought they were just going to let two guys go at it old school there, but
well, I think
these veterans whistled.
I think the refs treat contact in a static sense when you're standing there and you're battling, and then contact when you're running with a guy a little bit differently. They'll give you, if you can run with a guy in his hip pocket, they'll let you give him a little contact because you're running with him.
26. Breno, low laser gets through. Hain on the other side of it. Hammers it into Uzi. Uzi going on the wall against Andre Hain, the former Lindenwood Lion.
A tactical shoulder there for
Great
Uzi.
work by him. SK downfield, wanted his brother, wants him again on a bad clearance. Squeaks through. John A in the corner, pressured by Breno, brings it back. Drew He. Oh! Off on ahead of his hand and the bar. Oh, Drew He smashing the bar like a baseball bat giveaway at an Applebee's.
At 3:03 this morning, hours from now, William Eskay will shoot up in bed as he remembers how open the goal was when he just slightly tapped that pass forward instead of blasting it from 50 yards away and trying to score from where he was.
35 seconds. Breno feeding to Hain. Nice work by Kidu to get between. Varela off the cardboard. 25 seconds. Kidu turns on the Jets. Grable meets him and rips it away before the goal line. Breno with 20. Tie ball game, Family Arena. Nice work against Ferdinand by Kidu, and Hundelt pays a price. Hain forklifts him down. 12 seconds left. Ambush free kick.
All 6'3", 200 pounds of Andrew Hain. He looks bigger than everybody out there because he is bigger than everybody else out there. Absolute Mack truck, just stopping his cleats into you like that. But Ryan Kidu, how about that run? Stuart Grable saved potentially a goal from the wave, but Ryan Kidu just, silky running through the wave like that.
10, Mo lofts to Tayu off the bounce off his head. Morrison steals it, 4 seconds. SK looking for one last chance. Morrison will just dump it downfield, and the horn does blow. Well played first quarter on both sides. Sanchez and Chili Willy SK have the goals. We're tied 1-1. This is St. Louis Ambush Soccer on MASL TV.
We treat elite athletes exactly like we treat you. Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital.
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one free cheesesteak. The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted.
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo. Alex Bostavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics.
Start of the second. Ambush 1, Wave 1. Family Arena in St. Charles, first of 3 games at the Family Arena in the month of December. Friday, we're back at home, 7:05 p.m. first kick against the Dallas Sidekicks, first meeting of the season between the Ambush and the Sidekicks. It's ugly sweater night, and Santa's going to be in the house at the Family Arena. Matt Rocchio, you're considered the sharpest dresser in the MASL. Will you have an ugly sweater to bring?
I just, there's nothing in my closet I would call ugly, Joey.
He's a proud man. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com
maybe
or at the Family Arena box office.
Maybe garish. I might have a sweater that's garish.
Just a little bit garish?
Just a little bit garish.
Well, come on out,
see,
Matt.
I would call it flamboyant, but others out there might call it garish.
Come on out. Wear whatever you want as long as you're wearing something. Briggs.
Like full-on like Santa like coats count as Christmas sweaters, right?
Sure.
I mean, the red might be a little garish, but I think it's
if you come out here with a reindeer costume, I'll do the same.
I only have the back of one. Don't ask me why.
Duca, reindeers at Varela. Uzi has it banged away by Bonahedi. He's still down. Centridge off of a defender. The second one will squeak on home. Julio Varela soaking the net like a dishwasher explosion on a Dogecoin podcast. Slips one home, Ambush on top.
Sometimes we talk about effort on defense. That's effort on offense. You miss the open net. You can't get the pass through. Just keep on trying. You try once, you get a good block. That's one thing the Ambush just haven't gotten, it seems. They don't seem to create the opportunities. You create your own luck in this game, but that means creating things like rebounds. They don't seem to create the good rebounds.
They are reviewing this. They are reviewing this.
I'm going to keep running with the positivity, Joey. Varela continues to make an impact for this Ambush squad early in his Ambush career.
If this does stand, he's been absolutely fantastic. It would be his team best third goal of the season.
Can I just make a point? If they use this review to take away an Ambush goal, after we watched a clear as day handball not get reacted to at all.
In the first quarter, that's right.
I'll be angry. And I understand that's
like
not a good tackle from Uzi.
Uzi, yeah, he kind of sent Bonaheni
He crumples
down.
Bonaheni. Let's take away any. He crumpled Bonaheni.
Bonaheni was able to get to his feet, though he was scrambling back. Varela piece it by him. We will see if Uzi.
There's more contact in that ball than there was with the Pollo situation.
Well, to me, that's a 50-50 type ball, right? I mean, he's right at the top of the box, step out of the box.
Here's the problem, Joey. Anytime you're coming through the body like that, and that's, let's just be honest, Uzi's coming through the body. Bonaheni is in front of him, and he is coming through the body to get to the ball. If you're going to come through the body, you better get ball first.
I do like us playing him up top. He was in the back in the first home game of the season. Uzi's been a factor, and let's see how they rule it.
Who knows better how to pass to Frank than Uzi? Let's think about that.
Referee is still ironing out details.
Looks like a consensus.
And it looks like it's no goal.
And you see some thumbs down markers from the Ambush bench, and you can't blame them there. Again, they're not connected, Joey, but I can't take away what we've seen review used for.
It's like when you're listening to a Dogecoin podcast, right? The value may be less than it seems.
Oh. Sorry. I thought we were throwing out like spots I would be in where I would listen to a Dogecoin podcast.
I
mean, he crumples them. But, man, he got his toe out there. I said it. If you're going to go through the body, you better get ball first. And that final angle we saw there, he got ball first. That's a bad call.
Well, I'm already on your team, man.
He got the ball first before he came through the body. That last angle, I don't know if they were looking at that
He's being
Joey.
pulled down. Thomas will keep going. JT off the wall, high boot. Knocked it back to Bonaheni.
We're getting chippy.
Ferdinand angled it to him. Now Sanchez. SK got in front. Sanchez scored in the first, minute into the second. Off the wall to Javi Steinwasser. Frank Tayu
Able to pull it away. Wants to magic it loose.
I don't know if step over back heel flicks in your own right on your own box is the smartest place, but hey, it worked.
Ooh, that's smart there to Thomas. Ambush will get everybody caught up. Mo, Araujo weaving together.
Veteran move from Frank there. He knew his team needed a switch. He knew he had 5-on-2 essentially. He had to reset things and get some fresh bodies out there.
John A. with Araujo. Wave back at home Friday, 7 o'clock. That's going to be against the Baltimore Blast. Duduka pushed from behind. Quick setup after being greeted by Sean Esquita. He goes by Squid.
We talk a lot about the hair, but Sean Esquita, maybe, or that's Javi Stein.
He's got pretty good hair.
I was gonna say Javi Steinwasser with the
good candidate for your list.
Or Alex Steinwasser, no, the beard, the full beard. I mean, he's got the sideburns. He's got Joey Zanaboni level beard.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate that. Araujo, he has whistled for a call against Alex Steinwasser.
Araujo
down.
He's getting dangerous here. He's got a lot of fouls, a lot of pieces of action here early in the second. He could be looking at a card for accumulation here.
Bennett into the corner. Lawal held off by Briggs. 3 versus 3.
Watch the way.
Oh, reserved in. Bennett jammed it by Paulo. Nobody there to clean it up. John A. stifled on the way out.
Watch the way 21 gets stuck in here.
Ian Bennett,
one of the best.
He'll move into the middle as Lawal sets up in the corner. Wave, who do get another challenge in regulation by virtue of the successful challenge just a couple of minutes ago. Playing with it in front of their bench. Giuliano Oliviero, still the head coach of the Wave. Been in that position since 2014. So much success, league championship. What does his squad have in store this year?
They are doubling and trapping ball carriers on the ambush so perfectly here in the second quarter. It's led to 3 turnovers, and it's led to them also controlling the ball for the majority of the time.
Uzi Tayu is jumping over the bench and then had to duck his head to get out of the way of the ball.
I think if he would have headed that one, it might have been a 6th-man penalty, an extra man penalty.
6 on the field, huh?
It might have been technically because he would have been, I don't know, or he just would have been out of bounds.
That was such a controversy. Yeah, such a controversy for the Wave and the Comets. The Comets scored a goal from like 3/4 of the field. Got waved off because allegedly there were 6 men on the field, but there was no penalty that was assigned for that. The referee said it does not count, and had they scored that in the 4th quarter early in it, Comets probably would have held on. Instead, the Wave with Ricardo Carvalho battled back and won it in overtime. Huff back to Ferdinand. Squibbles just wide.
I just got to point out there, if you saw the way that Frank Tayu was guarding Huffman, you
Bennett,
saw it there.
Glass gloved by Paulo. SK hatcheting to SK. John A. ejects.
He doesn't have position at all. The ball is in front of Huffman, and he's behind Huffman. But Uzi, with those crazy long legs, just wraps his leg around you and taps the ball. So it's a clean tackle. It looks kind of dirty, but it's a clean tackle because somehow he just whips that leg around you, and he's able to get the hand on the ball. It's like when you got a 7-foot wingspan defender in basketball who can just reach and never get called.
Bad pass. Varela tries to take advantage. Still stuck on 2 goals for the season. Sanchez angles around him, and Walls cements it back. Ball over the top. Sanchez, good touch, but right to the head of Mo Ndiaye. SK, nice work to get it around. Breno, shot by Varela, right off of Banahene.
Varela, the way he had turned his body, Joe, and he'd opened up, it looks like he was trying to put a little English and go low to the outside on that one, but he went straight at Banahene. I think he had a plan that was good, but the plan didn't work at all.
10:37 left in the second. Ooh. Still 1-1. Wave looking good. Rip shot high and wide.
Man,
Huff the stuff.
Huff the stuff wasted an absolutely perfect run from the Squid. That's Cuetas. He started that one out. A perfect run through the ambush defense, and Huffman never looked at him.
Alex Steinwasser hits it off of Uzi. Squid loops it back and up onto the ambush bench.
Bad possession loss there from Cutis Laval. Wouldn't really blame him, as Cuetas just put a little bit too much on the pass there, but ambush here, 10:13 left to play here in the second. Good chance here to get something going.
Almeida, tennis rackets long. Frank takes it away from Squid. Turnage in the corner, ends up being short. Morrison, he has his pocket picked by Kidu. Kidu able to get himself some space to drop back through Hundelt.
So they are doubling up Taiyu. In these moments, when you get the ball away from him, he's single covered right now. 4 men back, 1 man up. The 1 man's Taiyu. He can't get doubled right now. Get the ball to him.
Good feed Almeida to Frank. Once again, just being swarmed by Gold.
Yeah, they double team pretty well there.
Alex Steinwasser bumped by Hundelt, and that allegedly is enough to get the whistle out. Free kick.
Credit to Giuliano in this system. Like you said, he's been dialing it in for almost a decade now, and just like there, you saw it. You know, they gave Frank a little space, they baited the ambush into it, and then bam, that trap, that press snaps right down on Frank, and they didn't leave open any passing lanes for him or anything like that. Just perfect defense by the Wave.
Oliviero says he's still in the evaluation phase for this team, seeing what they've got for this year. Off the chest of Thomas and out. We know we've got some Olivieros listening on the stream tonight. Hello to Jules' family as Breno says hello to Paulo. Easy enough, curled right into his chest. And Christian's going to slow it down, just celebrated his birthday yesterday. Briggs, longtime part of the ambush team. Turning 33. He slithers one forward. Duduka off the wall. Finds SK. Bennett closes him down from behind. Leaks back to Duduka. And that's that anti-gravity element to this family arena. Carries it just above the frame.
Seen a bunch of balls go high today, Joey, but ambush just need to get things closer. How'd you score your 1 goal earlier today? Yeah, it was a heroic effort from William Eske. But the bottom line is you're not scoring goals from the yellow line right now. The one you've got, you were inside the box.
I think they had too many on the field. Ariuja wanted a call. Wave, turn it forward. Down goes Lawal against Mo. Mo whistled for a foul, and Ariuja is right in the face. And it'll be delay of game on Rafa. Again, he continues to pile up these infractions as the Wavers set up on a free kick. I don't know if they were having some trouble. Things got asymmetrical, though, and they were rushing players off and on. Ariujo thought he saw something. Mo on a trip that in some ways might have been necessary with Ariujo still getting back. Ferdinand, former St. Louis ambush, closest to the ball here. Looks like they're repositioning Huff toward the back post. Bennett runs away from it. Fed to him in the corner. Paulo goes down to his derriere. Kicks it loose. Now it's stolen by Hundelt. Hundelt forward toward Frank. Heroic effort sliding back by Breno. Picked up by Frank. Drags to the left foot. The kick. Makes his own space. Bangs it off a defender at the post. Oh, it was labeled for the corner. Hayne got in the way and then shows the chest in celebration after wearing the pellet.
I was wondering if anyone else just caught Andrew Hayne just going full Maximus and Gladiator. Are you not entertained?
Paul Mescal and Gladiator 2 at the very worst. And look at that. Takes it right in the sternum.
Unfazed.
You see Gladiator 2?
Not yet, unfortunately. Gotta knock that out, Joey.
Grab a bed sheet and join me sometime. Man, we'll toga it up out there at Gladiator 2 together. Of course, I was the guy that showed up at the last Harry Potter movie dressed as Darth Vader.
I don't see any issue with that.
Duduka Bagdara-Yujo.
It's called fandom, Joey. Try it sometime.
Duduka still in a 1-1 game. Probably within about a minute of the media timeout, second quarter. Sanchez and Chili Willie on the scoreboard, both in the first. Joey Z, Matt Rocchio here for you. Stick around at halftime. We're going to have a tribute to Pat McBride, St. Louis soccer legend who passed away at the age of 81 last week. Varela rolled out to him, fronted by Williamson. Ariujo. Thomas. Kidu and Hulk over the top. Thomas catches up, got a toe, splashes off the window. Walls getting to it before Duduka. Sanchez off the wall. Almeida wanted to take away. Morrison off the bench for the Wave. And Troy will slow it down a bit with Williamson.
interesting here from the ambush. Ryan Kidu and Nicholas Drury continue to get more and more minutes. Again, Johnny Eske also has been a big impact on this game today from the ambush, and the defense has looked a lot better, just allowing one goal so far.
Uzi on the take. Drury's pass intercepted. Alex Steinwasser. Great work to dart away and to the ball by Will Eske. Eske coming off the bench and getting into the game quick and interrupting that. It's going to be a free kick for the Wave when we come back. 1-1, 6:28 left in the second. This is St. Louis Ambush Soccer on MASL TV.
All right, Ambush fans, who won?
The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Use promo code AMBUSH online for a buy one, get one free cheesesteak. The Post Sports Bar and Grill. Stay posted.
On the screen, we've got a QR code to participate in our Tucano's Brazilian Grill selfie cam. Today's theme is holiday characters. Take a picture and tag us at STL Ambush on social media for your chance to win tickets to an MASL game. That's crammed through on the corner. Luckily gets through. Ambush happy to escape on the feed inside by Ferdinand. Had a couple of guys crashing through. We'll stick around in a 1-1 game halfway through this second. Andre Hain, who's got a big block plus an assist, feeds off to a friend, lobbed over the top. Huffman tried to make his space against Uzi. Frank, who also has an assist, puts it in a Tupperware dish for his brother. Uzi able to turn it out. Get it back in by Ferdinand. Varela spilled. And the foul on Ferdinand gets the ambush a chance to get set up.
Joey, sometimes I feel like I need to be the translator for your analogies. See, because he gave him a pass in a Tupperware container. Now, for me, that means that pass isn't going to be opened or looked at for 24 days before being thrown into the trash. What did you mean by that?
Wait until it goes moldy, huh?
Yeah, that's what I do when somebody Tupperwares me something. So I'm just asking,
while the iron's hot.
What did you mean when you said he Tupperwares that pass?
He's in a tight space.
Oh, okay.
He's in a Tupperware dish. Bennett out of the Tupperware dish. Oh, Polo! Reaching up and sending that thing back and away.
Speaking of shooting percentages, talked about a little bit earlier with Will Eske. Ian Bennett, 10 shots, 1 goal. Do a little quick math with me, Joey. Move the decimal point, carry the 1. And we have 10% shooting percentage for Ian Bennett. But they're high-quality shots. Like that one, it just sometimes they don't work out. It's incredible what he's still able to do for this game.
And Drew, he got a block. Breno, who took the shot, was maybe looking for a hand. Kind of a half-hearted plea toward the referee, goes nowhere. Still 1-1, 5:22. Sanchez! Paul got fingertips to that as well, just north of the bar. And this ends up with the fans in the first row. Ambush clear in front of the Lindenwood sign.
Today in handballs, you know, Joey?
We've got Matt Rocchio all night, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you stick around for the M2 game as well. Muskegon and our Ambush 2 home opener of the M2 season. Search St. Louis Ambush on YouTube for the stream. Are you, Joe?
And if you're a big fan of rules, I appreciate the MASL clarifying some of the rules with how players can play on both the M1 and M2 teams this season.
Frank swats it through to Uzi! Play some croquet! burying things in the bookshelf like a bored librarian with a septic tank installation manual. Frank will get his second assist, and the Ambush this time will get our first lead of the game.
The King isn't the only Taiyu who knows how to rattle some twine. That's Uzi Taiyu, the older brother, the defensive brother, putting a little offense through the 5-hole of William Bonahaney of the Milwaukee Wave. A huge second goal of the night for the St. Louis Ambush. A great shot by Uzi and a better celebration.
What a great little bit of dance.
Shoulder movement on the
that
dance.
was terrific. And
I think he was
gives his first Siteman Cancer Research Center soccer ball to a lucky fan, autographed by Uzi after the goal.
I think he was doing an impersonation of his brother when he's doing a step over.
Ooh, I like that. Uzi is the older of the two, longtime veterans Indoor Soccer League. Uzi is a former Defender of the Year in the MASL, and what a presence he is in the locker room as well. Veteran leadership has been something this team in the past has lacked. Guys who have been to the top level, played in the biggest games indoor soccer has to offer. Now the anchors of the team, oh my word, Thomas just got clipped in the face. Raised boot by Ferdinand, and Thomas goes down, does get the call.
Yeah, Ferdinand is not happy about that call, and I have to wonder what his opinion on it is. Because if you're going to go up high like that, you got to be willing to accept the consequences when the whistle comes down. Joey, I didn't want to point out, you being an older brother, you understand how it is.
Another look as Thomas goes down courtesy of Wall's toenails. Walls will send that one fighter jetting out of play. I am an older brother. You're right about that.
So you know what it's like to look up at your just incredible younger siblings and just all the amazing things they do. I of course as a younger sibling know that feeling as well.
Is interrupted by Wall's long throw intended for Frank Taiyu. Wave looking for an answer. They had an early lead in this game, 2 unanswered for the Ambush, less than 4 to go second quarter.
Ambush defense has been impressive. It's, again, nothing jumping off the page for you, but they've been solid. There haven't been the huge gaps, the easy runs that we've seen off the ball that we saw so many times in those first 2 Comets games and so many times last year. This defense looking good this first half, second quarter, and they need to close out this half with a lead. That would be huge.
Sure would. Off the board, squeaks through to Walls, and Walls stamps it home.
And what did we just talk about? You can't let an easy off-ball run right through the box. It's literally what we were just saying. How are you getting this lead? How do you got to keep this lead? Keep playing the solid defense we've been seeing you play. Tony Walls, the former Ambush player, makes an easy, concise run right through the middle when the ball gets moved to the outside, and you can see it. All of the Ambush faces are pointed towards the ball. No one's watching the back end. Nicholas Druhy, again, playing a great methodical game today. He's the only one that's paying attention, but he's a step slow trying to make the recovery for the other defender's mistake, and now you have a tie game just like that because the Ambush made the mistake we were just 10 seconds before talking and maybe even jinxed them about not making.
The Wisconsin Green Bay alum, Tony Walls, who was with the Ambush 2019 to 2023, fairly easy finish. 3 left, we're tied at deuces.
And just look at all the incredible saves that Paulo's had to make today, and that's the one that gets through because you just gave Tony Walls all the time he needed.
Sanchez, destroyed partially by Paulo, pops it up to himself. Luckily just wide. Araujo off the glass. Wants to fight through Williamson, refeed, fishbowl Morrison.
Yeah, Paulo was tweaked about something after that save.
He's had a couple of really good ones today, and we knew this would be close. Jeff Locker felt the same when we talked to him on the turf pregame. These two teams have a habit of going to razor-thin margins when they meet. Alex Steinwasser, turnstiles locked. Sanchez again from the left side against Hundelt. Feed up top to Ferdinand. Sanchez cuts it back in, and he's got Morrison basically on the goal line. 3-2 Milwaukee Wave. Hundelt and Sanchez getting into it afterward. Sanchez taunts him as he backs away toward his own bench with a jolly step. Hundelt, he's quite upset here, still yelling. Araujo gets him back to cool him down and to the bench. 2:05, 3-2 Milwaukee.
An incredible goal there by the Wave. Not just getting the pass through 3 ambush, but look at the way he's looping around the box right there, trying to find his space. I mean, that is an attacker doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Separate yourself from your defender and keep moving until he gives you space that he's not supposed to. And that is a perfect job of moving by Morrison, beating Uzi Tayu, one of the best defenders for over a decade in this league. And all Morrison did to beat him was just keep his feet moving. Sometimes it's as simple as that.
And you can see at the top corner of the screen, you can see Sanchez must have said something to Hundelt, who gave him a chest. Skirmish didn't really materialize from there, but certainly words exchanged. SK on a surfboard, feeding back to Varela, who's had a goal waved off in this quarter. You think about what could have been. Now we're inside of 2 minutes left in the third, and the Ambush find themselves on the south side of a deficit for the first time since Chili Willie scored late in the first. Almeida, airmail, Tayu, bump back, Chili. SK, Squid wrapping tentacles around him. SK shoves him off. Varela pieces in to Frank, starts it back over with this quarter's goal scorer for the Ambush, Uzi. Almeida, who scored on the 29th against KC. Nice pass through by Varela. Sweet feint off the board. Frank tried to return it to him. Javi, Steinwasser, maneuvering in the corner. Varela almost got it away. Bonahene bails it out. SK won't let the clearance be complete. Dumps down Varela. Centridge blocked by Squid. Asqueta stifled by SK. Regrab by Almeida to Chili. Just what? Bounces off of Chili, and it's grabbed by Bonahene, who puts it in saran wrap with 45 seconds. Milwaukee pressured hard. Lawal against Tayu. Tayu whistled for a foul. Lawal stuck the foot up in the air. And Lawal, if he stays down on the ground much longer, will have to be off for an extended period. There's been rules passed about speeding up the game, and Lawal might be coming to his senses with the help of the referee. Goes from excruciating pain to a brisk pace back to the bench. And Ferdinand will restart it in 40 seconds. And Kidu gets in front of Steinwasser. And Paulo. Long ball, Thomas making space against Ferdinand. Pelotons it up in the air. Druhy, takeaway. Good back and forth with Thomas. Shot it just went. Araujo off the board. Milwaukee gonna corral with 20 seconds. And Bonahene will squeegee some water off the time dolphin. 15 seconds.
That could have been one of the prettiest goals we've ever seen in this arena, Joey.
Could have been.
We were so close.
Some great moments for the Ambush, but down 3-2. 5 seconds to half. Thomas into the corner on the long throw. The time dolphin does squeal. 3-2 after 30 minutes complete at the Family Arena in St. Charles, Missouri. Wave with a slight lead. Ambush will be on the comeback trail in the second half. Stay with us at break. We've got stats, highlights, and a tribute to Pat McBride coming up on MASL TV.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole fam's here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave.
Every day starts with a routine, but it's the details that define our day. Clarity that helps you focus and keeps your goals in sight. In every moment, every look, every glance. See the world your way with Wisconsin Vision. Ask about 40% off lenses with purchase of frame. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Go. Shoot! He scores!
What's going on, everybody? This is the MASL in 5. It's your chance to get caught up on everything that went down in the MASL over the past week in just 5 minutes. Let's go.
Correa on the counter. It's Correa in on goal. Correa with a shot. It's blocked. It's off the bar and in. Correa. Here come the Teddies.
Yeah, teddy bears collected and delivered to a local nonprofit in time for the holidays. And yeah, fans had a lot to celebrate in Tacoma. The Stars have big expectations this campaign after a strong season last year. They led 5-4 in the dying seconds, setting up the dramatic finish.
Jones goes to ground. Ball still bouncing. Danger. Morgan misses. Correa with a block. Charlie Gonzalez's shot. The buzzer sounds.
Big win for Tacoma as they take down their old school rivals. Okay, Wave versus Comets. This contest had a bit of everything. It was the game broadcast on CBS Golazo. Casey jumped out to a 3-0 lead, but the Wave came back. And there were lots of great goals and lots of controversy in this game. This KC goal in the fourth would have put them up by 3 goals, and it's a banger too, from way out here from distance, just under the bar. Beautiful, but the goal was disallowed. Originally, there was supposed to be a penalty that would have stopped the play. The officials discussed it. Now, for a full analysis of exactly what went down, tune into Under Review on MASL TV with Ryan Sigich and Phil Ivanko, who break down the play. But the long and short of it is the goal was disallowed, and the Wave came back to burn Kansas City.
Now 15 seconds to go. Alvarez chips it in. Huffman trying to get position. Banks it off the board. In front of the goal! Ricardo Cavallo ties it up at 5 apiece. Zoni had a goal. Sanchez got away. Sanchez coming in first. And the goal! The Wave wins it tonight, 6-5.
Tough way for KC to lose it. The Wave triumphed 6-5 in OT. Empire in Chihuahua. Before the game, the Savage were celebrating their back-to-back league titles, and they were all business in their home opener.
Para el equipo de Chihuahua. Ahí está el Popper que puede disparar de derecha y el gol.
10-3 Chihuahua takes it. They are looking frightening already. Harrisburg and Baltimore, a battle of two teams that missed the postseason last year and are looking to bounce back this season. And that was a good game, actually, back and forth the entire way. The Blast take down the Heat ultimately by an 8-6 final score. Okay, some games we're looking forward to this weekend. Utica City kicks off their season in Empire. This will be the CBS Sports Golazo game of the week. Kickoff 7:35, that's local time, so PST. Should be a fantastic contest. And San Diego will host Utica on Saturday, and this will open Front Wave Arena. Can't wait to watch. Will it be a fortress like Pechanga was? We shall see. Tacoma taking on Chihuahua. This should be maybe the game of the weekend. Two fantastic teams. Tacoma finished the season so strong last year. Chihuahua knocked them out of the playoffs, though. And your players of the week. Chris Toth in goal for the Tacoma Stars. Roberto Escalante of Chihuahua on defense, and offensively it is Nick Pereira. Roberto, unbelievable for Chihuahua as they took down Empire 10-3. 2 goals, 1 assist, and most importantly, as a defender, 4 blocks for Roberto. And offensively, Nick Pereira. Great game for the Stars. 1 goal and 2 assists in the win over San Diego. And finally, Chris Toth, 27 huge saves to lead the Stars to the win. Time now for your plays of the week.
Se dolía por ahí de la pierna derecha y que digas tú que hay mucho, se la dejo. ¡Golazo!
He's going to slow it down. Rivers, space, Rivers!
Marco Fabián.
this would be the situation against the boards to get that
Great
shot off right there.
Right. Beats Toth from distance. And
ahí está el popper que puede disparar de derecha y el gol.
Harrisburg, and they create a turnover. Mello. Oh, just wide. Diegas. Oh, what a goal!
Tony had a goal.
There you go.
Sanchez got away. Sanchez coming in first. Another goal. The Wave wins it tonight, 6-5.
Yeah, and just a reminder, of course, that to stay up to date with everything that's going on with the league, including great feature stories, the latest news, statistics, you can head to the MASL's official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. See you next week.
Take control. Make a healthy change. Maintain a healthy weight. Exercise regularly. Don't smoke or use smokeless tobacco. Eat a healthy diet. Limit alcohol. Protect yourself from the sun and avoid tanning beds. Protect against sexually transmitted infections. Get screening tests. For more 8 Ways tips, visit siteman.woostel.edu/take control.
St. Louis Ambush and the Milwaukee Wave. Well, we had them at 2-1. They lead now 3-2. Even shots on goal, even block shots, pretty much even on saves. And no penalties, no blue cards yet in this game. Well played on both sides. I just wish we had the lead.
I'm a little surprised that we haven't gotten a penalty called on other teams in today's game, but wow, the evenness of this game has been absolutely insane. We talked about it. Joey, like I said, this is our 11th time calling this a Wave ambush game in this arena together. And 6 of those 10 times prior to today have been 1-goal games. It's been such a close game.
Always exciting. This one, no exception. How about that from Chili Willie SK to tie us up 1-1? Great work from him. And Frank Tayu's shot. He's still trying to score at home for the first time in an ambush jersey. As we say, so close yet so far. Paulo's been very good. A couple of highlight saves like that. Getting in the air and keeping these Wave, who can score in bunches, mostly at bay. Sanchez arguably got a little lucky there. Redirected shot. And Uzi Tayu looking like he was going to help the ambush set up a goal for Julio Varela. He was later whistled. Well, really, it was sort of confirmed as a foul. Call was not made on the field, but ultimately they went through it and erased Varela's. They could not erase Uzi's, though. Tayu, the elder, scores for the first time at the Family Arena. Tony Walsh has scored here before. Tony stamping one home right after Uzi scored, and then Troy Morrison on a great feed from Sanchez. Easy enough for him. It got a little bit chippy after that with the ambush and the Wave barking at each other. 3-2, Wave do lead after one half complete in the St. Louis area. And here, as well as across the country, we are mourning the loss of Pat McBride. It's with a heavy heart that we share with you that on December 11th, the soccer community lost a St. Louis legend, Mr. Pat McBride. Pat was a midfielder with a storied soccer resume, including first team All-American at St. Louis University, the first American signed by the NPSL playing for the St. Louis Stars, and he was a member of the U.S. national team. He was a coach of numerous teams, including rivals the Kansas City Comets and our beloved St. Louis Steamers. He was inducted into numerous Hall of Fames, including the St. Louis Soccer Hall of Fame and the U.S. National Soccer Hall of Fame as well. We will always remember Pat and his influence, his impact, and his dedication to the amazing sport and to the city of St. Louis. It's with a little bit of my voice catching and a tear in my eye that the St. Louis soccer community bids farewell to the legendary Pat McBride.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASLI Football, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASLI Football to sign up, get started, and play. The wait is over. The 2025 MASL season is here. Bigger and better than ever. Get ready for high-speed action, jaw-dropping goals, and fierce competition as your favorite teams battle it out on the field. With intense rivalries, unforgettable moments, and new stars rising, the MASL delivers excitement every week. Get your tickets now and be part of the excitement, because this season, the action is non-stop.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on X. Subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more.
That view from just outside the Art Museum in historic Forest Park, St. Louis, Missouri. Our ambush trailed the Milwaukee Wave, score of 3-2. Second half about to begin. Paulo and Pollo are taking warm-ups, and Pollo Cortez is the one who is wearing the gloves at the start of this second half. We talked to Jeff Locker before the game. He said Pollo might factor in, and now Pollo joining the team huddle, getting a high five from his counterpart, William Bonahene. Paulo, some terrific saves in the first. He certainly gives us a chance. And now Pollo Cortez, who was here a few years ago and has been a staple with the MASL between the pipes, is going to go into the net for the ambush.
Like you said, we knew that there was something like this was going to happen because Jeff Locker told us before the game that there was a chance that we were going to see Pollo. But despite that, and despite having some chance to think about it, Joey, I still haven't really figured out why we're going to see Pollo here in the second half, considering that Paulo was having an incredible first half, is the reason, arguably, that it's 3-2 and not maybe 5-2.
Yeah, I do believe this is premeditated.
No,
just
undoubtedly.
reading between the lines, I believe Locker
undoubtedly
set
premeditated.
This up for a second half Cortez show.
But I thought maybe there'd be some impetus, some reason in the game, some trickeration even, why we were going to see Pollo when Jeff Locker mentioned to us before the game, Joey. So I'm a little surprised that it's just a straight up halftime 1-for-1 switch. That's what's surprising me.
Bonahene, the man on the other side in the lime green, easy pickup for him. Paulo and Pollo, arguably the two most similarly sounding names in the league, both goaltenders in the ambush. Bonahene, and that one bounced off of Hundelt and then just cuticled it away from Frank.
Well, now, because of course we did used to have the we had Souza and Sosa there for a while.
That's right. Chile to Frank. Wanted Hundelt at the top of the bow. Varela sends the bow and arrow way high. That was Sosa, something with the Kansas City Comets. They're coming to visit us December 31st, 2:05. Get your tickets, stlambush.com. And at the box office here at the Family Arena. Araujo going to set the ambush up as that drifts onto the Wave bench. Pollo, his first touch. Poole cues down for Deduca. Staved by Ferdinand. Bonahene, easy enough off the turf. Pollo Cortez getting a hand as he's announced as this goalkeeper for the second half by Jeff Stallhoot, new public address announcer for the ambush at the Family Arena. He announced Mo NDI returning earlier in the game. Mo snaked one to Thomas, maybe just a little bit wide for him. Breno off the back of Druhi, settled down by Ferdinand, who factored in big to the first half. Outside of the third, Wave 3, ambush 2. Sanchez. Kidu tried to slow him down, jars it off of Druhi. Tumbles for Araujo to swat around Squid. Picked up by Breno. Talk about similar names. Oliveira and his coach is Giuliano Oliviero.
Yeah, the whole syllable thing, like one of them's 4 syllables, but the other one's 3 syllables. I love it. It's so much fun.
Morrison slaloms around Druhi, bumped by Kidu. Sends it wide of the post. Araujo on an authoritative clear by Kidu brought it down. Picked back up by Morrison, the last goal scorer in the first half. He goes back into the circle with Squid and now Sanchez. Up the coastline. Sanchez fronted by Druhi. Sanchez on the ground. Had Huff the stuff in the middle. Tried to Olay it in. Squid takes it out of the air. Sanchez back to the spot where he scored. Give to Huffman off of Druhi. Great work to blanket that. 5 block shots for the ambush. Morrison. Just puts it in the mailbox. Wanted Alex Steinwasser. Envelope plucked away by Mo. Gets clever to swish that to Druhi. Good diagonal ball. Here comes Uzi. Wants a second. Uzi off the window pane. Kidu stuck the boot up. Couldn't quite get it. Back in the neutral zone. Ferdinand finding Alex Steinwasser. Runs toward the Tucano sign, and Javi Steinwasser takes it off the sign. Puts it in the corner.
And John A.S.K. just cannot get beat down the line by Alex Steinwasser. That's exactly what happened. John A.S.K. immediately just gets cooked on the backside by Alex Steinwasser. He beats him to that point, and as soon as you're getting the defense bent out of shape with that kind of run, now you got a chance to score a goal. Right there, Alex gets everyone out of position. Mo's the only one back helping out his goalkeeper, and then a perfect pass there, and it's Alex to Javi Steinwasser, and that is a beautiful shot. He goes any more outside, it's wide, or it gets blocked by Mo NDI. To the left, it's probably blocked by Cortez himself on his short post. A perfect bit of placement and a great run-up by the Steinwassers.
Frank and Chile linking up on the other side, fronted by Grable, sprays out to Johnny! Breno with the block, and Johnny puts it off the pink, hits the post. Bonahene, no choice, bursts in front of Frank, sends it to the fans. Ambush going to be set up well. It should be on the top of the bow and arrow. Lucas taking it there with urgency. He quickly shoots, and it's in the back of the net, but the referee says no.
It's never once worked, Joey. I don't know why they thought it was going to there. Never once has the quick start worked.
You can tell he's a coach. He coaches collegiately with Hannibal LaGrange.
I'd love it if he kept doing it if it ever worked a single time. Has the quick start
coach,
ever
you're
worked?
Thinking about why not take a chance here. Now he's going to have 3 on the wall.
It's always
will
worth
take it instead. And hits it off of Hain. He's blocked a couple of shots in big-time fashion. Poyo picks it up on the other side with the feed. Poyo through the center circle in his Team 2024 debut. Hulk back to Almeida. Chile in a 4-2 contest. Off the left-hand side, 4 minutes into the third. Almeida targeting Hulk, turned back. Javi, clearance right to Almeida. Thomas with authority just wide into Duca, and Almeida can't get it through the squid. Walls, who scored today, muscles it up the board to Javi Steinwasser. Willie won't let him through. Well, the ambush pouring on chances. Have to find a way before this one gets away. Mo thought he had Frank Bonahene, able to dive out and swordfish it.
Great run there by Tayu. Great vision by Mo Ndiaye to actually see it, and he almost gets it through. But Bonahene, he's watching his backside. Great job there.
Tayu turnaround, sends it way up over the bar.
That earlier possession, Joey, it's got to be a little frustrating if you're an ambush fan and you're watching a 3-man attack try to break down a set-in, sitting back 5-man wave unit like the ambush have so much here in the third quarter. I mean, they're playing it safe, and that's not going to get you more goals when you're down 2 now.
Sanchez back, tucked inside the yellow line. Ferdinand pressured by Varela. He falls fortuitously. Kidu, Williamson, and Kidu might have tripped him in return. Guys keep going, though. No call. Morrison snakes one cross field. Sanchez gives it a rip off the window pane. Bounces to the fans. 9:53 left in the third. Fans, take out your phones and scan that QR code on the screen to participate in the Tucanos Family Cam. Morph yourself into a holiday character and make sure you tag us on socials, STL Ambush, for your chance to win tickets to an MASL game where we play songs like this legendary piece from Miley Cyrus. Am I gonna get in? No to Duduka. That's seen to by Ferdinand, who pokes it out. Everybody seems so famous. Duduka off the wall. Bonahene covering that one up. Turned by Grable's head into SK. The wall. Alex Steinwasser playing his song into the box. Poyo disrupts it. SK hits it away from the line. Down went the wall. And the hands are up from John A. SK. He knows it's going to be okay because it's a party in the USA. Nice. But the Wave are trying to make it so this party is dampened. Who's that chick that's rockin' kicks? Gotta be from out of town. Breno, stoned by Poyo. Artiujo. Guess I never got the memo. Just wide. Tayu. Frank. And the Britney song was on. The Britney song was on. The Britney song was on. Hands up, they're playing my song. I'm not in my head like, yeah, as Javi feeds to Hain. Wide, Bennett came crashing through, sprays out to Frank. Gold jerseys flying back, Chile flying forward. Yeah, it's a party in the USA. But not a party here. Steinwasser played it back to the keeper. Bonahene picked it up. Ambush looking for a whistle, does not come through. I think that might have been one of my best renditions ever.
That was one of your best renditions, Joey. I laughed in the middle of that, not because of you, but because at one point, Frank Tayu and I believe it was Andrew Hain of the Wave went down and crashed together. And then Frank Tayu just started dragging Hain on the carpet.
Frank dragged that and then got hammered by Grable.
Just started dragging him on the carpet. because Hayne was complaining for a foul and didn't want to stand up yet.
Breno through the wickets, finds Sanchez on the back post. Wave 5, ambush 2.
Beautiful backdoor goal. That's when a team is firing on all cylinders. And when you get those silky backdoor goals like that one, another runner, another Wave runner, completely unmarked by an ambushed defender, and a great run down the other side by Breno, and he's got a man wide open, and another 5-hole by the ambush left wide open. This time it was Dylan Hundell who got 5-holed on the pass by Breno, and then Sanchez was on the other end. An incredible goal for the Wave, and they're running away with it now.
Comes exactly halfway through the third. Official timeout. Wave 5, ambush 2 on MASL TV. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. The MASL All-Star Game is headed to Utica, New York on February 12th, 2025. Follow the MASL on social media for updates on tickets, rosters, and more. We resume in the third. Duduka in the center circle. Ambush in a little bit of trouble. Have allowed 4 straights between 2 different goalkeepers, Paulo and Pollo, as the Wave have assumed a 5-2 lead. Number 5, John A. into the corner. Bonahene jams it up and ultimately grabs the hamster before it can slip out of the box.
And, the offense has continued to create good looks. It's just William Bonahene is one of the best goalkeepers in this league for a reason.
He's
playing
really
like
good
it tonight. He's incredible. And really, for me, I love goaltenders like him, who every time he gets a save, it seems like he's an inch away from it being a goal. But it doesn't matter because he always is right where he needs to be. Yeah, Rafael Araujo, again, a little extracurricular. And he's been getting the majority of these whistles. Still no card yet, but something tells me he keeps going on this track. Sometime in the 4th, he might be picking one up. But it's just the offense has been getting the opportunities, but the defense has started to crack in the same ways that they cracked in both game 1 and 2 against the Comets. Just easy goals. You're leaving your back post open. You're leaving runners wide open. They need to lock in, do their jobs, and the effort's got to be there.
Breno!
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
Into the ceiling.
I mean, James Thomas is diving full-bodied to try to save this one, but that's Breno just doing what Breno does. I mean, if he gets a beautiful assist on the last goal, and then Breno Oliveira just, absolutely rocketing this one. I thought Will Eske's one-toucher just into the top shelf was impressive, but when you think about the angle that Oliveira puts that one in on the near post of Pollo, that is an insane goal.
Scorched it. Hammer shot.
The speed he took it at, the lack of an angle that he's shooting through on that one. Breno Oliveira, that is one of the most impressive goals you will see from that skinny near post angle, because I mean, he torched that one in.
Frank slipping through for Thomas, and Mo, who's pushed up with the ambush in desperate need of a goal. 3 of them in the third for the Wave. Sanchez bringing the Wave down to this side. Tayu cuts him off. Ambush had a 2-1 lead in the second. Actually appeared like we had scored twice in the second. Varela had one waved off. And in the back half of the second and into the third, it's just been all Milwaukee. They had to come back from a big deficit against Kansas City. Forced overtime with 8 seconds to go, and then won it there.
Even the worst part here is just
Sanchez. Oh, that was stung off the skull of Mo. It hit the glove of Poyo, and then ends up hitting off of the head of Mo Ndiaye. Mo grabs his eye briefly, or the side of his head, really, and says, "I'm all right." He'll go to the bench.
And the biggest part of this game that is great for the Wave and really terrible for the Ambush. The Wave are doing this obviously without Ricardo Carvalho, who's out for the injury, but they're doing this in the box score without Ian Bennett. I mean, Huffman, Haney.
He's been quiet. Yeah, I mean,
Bennett's been super quiet, but Oliveira. I mean, other players around him, Morrison. These guys are the ones who are making your big plays. Well, Sanchez, these are the guys making the big plays for the Wave over and over again.
2 guys who have 400-plus goals in the MASL, Tayu and Bennett. Neither one has scored yet today. Kidu sent down to the mattress. Blue card comes out for the first time.
That's the first blue card?
Morrison on a trip, ambush to the power play.
Again, 100% a foul, 100% a free kick. And a stoppage for the Ambush, but that's the first blue card of the day, Joey?
Well, it's maybe not the worst offense that's been committed, but Morrison is banished. This is the first time the Ambush have gone onto the power play at home this season before the final minutes of a ball game.
You know what my grandpa would have said about that?
What would he have said?
That's a $50 fine for a $5 crime.
Ooh, I like that. It's Almeida. Give back. JT snakes it across. Squid waiting. Sends it out of the churning sea. It's grabbed by Duduka. 5:20 left in the third. Ambush just starting out on the man advantage. They scored on a power play in KC a couple of weeks ago. Almeida.
Joey, what's the thing we talk about here in penalty power play? You got to get the ball into this shell. Inside those 4 Wave man, you got the leading scorer of all time who was chilling there for a second. You got to get him the ball when he's inside those 4 guys, not on the outside.
SK makes his own space and scores!
I'll take that. You do that too. I'll take that instead. Chili Willie SK. If you can't get the ball inside against a zone, you shoot over the top of it, or in the case of Chili Willie SK, you shoot through the thing. Chili Willie SK, ball up top, moves it from his right to his left foot, and that magic left foot of number 14 crashes through to bring this back to a 3-goal deficit for the Ambush. That is a clutch goal for Chili Willie SK.
Good rip from SK. Good game for him as well. He scored 2 of the 3 goals for the Ambush today. Now my question is, can we rally from this deficit as we could not do against Kansas City? Made it 6-3 against KC on the 29th and then kind of sputtered from there. Ambush trying to finish stronger and getting a little help. Kidu lets that run out of bounds. Morrison, the man who committed the foul, comes out of the box. That's the second successful power play of the season for St. Louis, though power plays have been few and far between. That bounces over Frank. Played back by Ferdinand. Morrison out of the fishbowl.
Big names have to step up for the Ambush. Frank Tayu,
Bennett
Varela.
Poyo, nice work. Diving stop.
There's a big name stepping up. Poyo Cortez. But again, Tayu, Mo Ndiaye. These guys need to start making an impact for the Ambush if they're going to come back in this game.
Ferdinand rolling it cross field. Breno refeeds to Duca, sniffing it out. Ends up whistled for a foul. Did a tumbling act as Breno went down. Ambush switching from Paulo to Eduardo Pollo Cortez in net for the second half. Pollo, an FC Dallas product, Indiana U, Purdue U, Indianapolis alum. Wave walls with the Rocky theme going. Williamson in the corner. Good pressure, Varela. Drew he. Some real estate. Chile says, let's go into the circle. Off the pie crust, feeding for Varela. Ambush started back over in the back. 3:34 left in the third, down by 3. Big Mo, who practiced twice with the team before today's game, asked to play heavy minutes. Pollo escorts it across the midway line, launching off the window. Kidu gets ahead to, chops it back toward Frank. Araujo escalates. It's a header to John A. Ambush content with possession. John A. round Javi Steinwasser. Left foot just a little high. Steinwasser heads it back to his keeper. Banahene happy to claim that.
2 off the woodwork for John A. Eske, just inches away from a huge game.
2:49, Big Mo. He's gonna make it 6-4.
He's back! He's back, baby!
Big Mo NDI carries it himself, and the Ambush have pulled back within 2 at the Family Arena.
Feels good to say it again, ladies and gentlemen. Mo NDI putting balls in the back of the net for the St. Louis Ambush at Family Arena once again. And how does he do it? Well, the way he did it the first time me and Joey ever on this mic, he's got a howitzer attached to the bottom of his right leg, and he knows how to use it. And today buries that one to the left of William Banahene, and it's a 6-4 game.
Didn't look like Willie B wanted too much to do with that. Positively crushed from Mo. Ambush back within 2. 2:44 forces a timeout from Jules Oliviero, the head coach of the Wave. Needs some time with his team.
Joey, anytime you want to stand in front of something, just make sure it's not referred to as a howitzer at any point.
I will keep that in mind. It all started with an Ambush takeaway, really, on a rollout by Banahene, and Mo did it all himself. That's an unassisted goal. Brought it up from the Ambush half and brought it all the way within the yellow line to slam it in. Ambush suddenly making this a game once again, roaring back against the Wave. We would love to have you back with us for Ugly Sweater and Santa Night on Friday, 7:05 start against the Dallas Sidekicks. Come meet Santa on the concourse before the game and break out those ugly sweaters. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com or at the Family Arena box office.
Ho, 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 Joey. Ho, ho, ho.
Expecting me out in a Santa costume as well, Matt. Should I break it out, or am I the elf this year?
You got the beard for it. That's the one thing.
It screws up my Baby New Year costume so much.
I have rosy cheeks and a bowl full of jelly, but yet I don't have the beard, and so I mean.
Hey, you bring that bowl full of jelly, I'll drink it for you live on MASL TV, Matt. That's a promise.
Jelly's just for me. So we can make a pretty good Santa combined together.
One Santa costume, 2 men.
One Santa costume, 2, yeah, exactly.
Big Mo scores his first for the Ambush in
so
a few
great
years.
to have him back. And man, that was a huge
Varela
goal.
blocks that off the foot of Squid, off the wall to Druhy. Ambush. Oh, that's Willie. Chile. Oh, Banahene lays out and gets a right paw to it. What a save.
I'm saying every time he gets a save, it looks like he's just inches away from it going completely the other way, but somehow he always makes the play.
Enjoyed watching him play, even if it breaks our hearts. He's got a good story as well. Said his father told him on the field, you should be arrogant but not cocky. And Banahene certainly does have an aura about him. You can check out that entire story, maslsoccer.com. Pollo on the other side lets that track into the box and picks it up. Pollo played for St. Louis FC in March of 2016. He was with the FC Dallas MLS side in 2017. He's been with the Mesquite Outlaws, the Texas Outlaws, the San Diego Sockers, in addition to the St. Louis Ambush on the indoor side.
Joey, you're the resident philosopher on the broadcast, so we don't have Mr. Banahene here, so I got to ask you.
Frank turns it into Escueda.
What is the line between arrogance and what was the other word he said?
You're saying I'm the Plato of MASL TV.
I am, but I'm
Be arrogant but not cocky.
Yeah, so what is the line between arrogance and confidence, or cockiness, I should say?
Down goes Alex Steinwasser. Frank is going to be given a blue card. And Frank Tayu spilling with Alex Steinwasser on the blue line. And after the ambush took advantage of a power play, looks like this is going the other way. Frank going into the box. The first ambush to Exile Island, and this is going to give us a little time to ponder Matt's philosophical quandary.
Just where's the line between arrogance and cockiness? I'd say it's hard to find.
Well, a lot depends on the score, and right now Bonahene, his team is on the right side of a 6-4.
Okay, fair enough.
6-4 score after the takedown by Tayu. Frank in the box, $1.15 left in the change jar in the third. Have to withstand, and then withstand 45 additional seconds in the fourth.
Also, I wouldn't say you're the Plato of the broadcast. You're more of an Aristophanes, if I had to say.
Aristophanes.
Yes.
Great playwright. I can take a compliment. Ferdinand. Sanchez.
Definitely not a Socrates guy.
Socrates. Ferdinand. Sliding at Breno. Windowing it. Sanchez keeps it alive. No, he doesn't. Tight ropes the top board. Ambush will have a chance to get the bearings. $1.29 left on the kill.
Completely unforced error there by Breno. Let's see if Ambush can take advantage of it and kill some time here. Difference here in penalty in the game clock is about 34 seconds, 44 seconds.
44.4 seconds, I think, would be accurate. There's 41.2 on the game clock right now, and $1.27.
I think it'd be 47. Yeah, 47 second separation right now.
We'll call it 45. We're the kings of rounding up here.
But nonetheless, so even if the ambush here can withstand the end of this quarter, they will start the fourth with a man down for, what are we saying, Joey, 41 seconds?
45 seconds
we'll
is
go 47 then.
That's Hain off of the arm of Pollo. Deflects back out from Breno to Huff. Hain comes out to help out. Breno back to Huff the stuff. Breno, who scored in this third, rolling Ferdinand.
Good job by the ambush shell here, not cracking, not letting the ball in. Don't get pulled out of position though.
Huff, he will shoot it too late. It does expire. Clock goes all the way to the horn. Nice job by the ambush defense. It'll still be 5-on-4 Milwaukee in a 6-4 game when we come back with the fourth. This is St. Louis Ambush Soccer on MASL TV.
The Ambassador, Milwaukee's landmark Art Deco hotel, is the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave and the perfect place to meet up with family or friends before or after the game.
Hey, Abby. I see the whole fans here. Are you guys going to take the shuttle down to the game? Yeah. Love it.
Enjoy free parking and shuttle service to and from Panther Arena when you dine before the game. The Ambassador, the official hotel of your Milwaukee Wave.
Restore Chesterfield is the official wellness and recovery center for your St. Louis Ambush. We offer cryotherapy, IV drips, hyperbaric oxygen, and so much more. Bring your ticket stub and receive one free core service. See you soon, and go Ambush!
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on X. Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo. Alex Bostavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. Disagree with a call tonight? You might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review, with Phil Levanko and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube.
Gorgeous shot of downtown St. Louis, the Gateway Arch, glittering under a Midwestern sky. Ball toss brought to us by Complete Auto Body Repair, going on at the Family Arena as Pollo Cortez and the St. Louis Ambush prep for a crucial fourth quarter. Guys did a good job to battle back and make this a ball game going into the final 15.
Absolutely. Looked like it was starting to slip away from them, Joey, but the offense really came to play. The defense still has a lot of work to do, and again, when you're down by 2, final 15 minutes of this frame, the only thing you have time for is scoring the 2 tying goals or maybe the 3rd winning goal. You do not have time to turn this into a frame where you have to score 4 or 5 goals to keep trying to keep the game close because your defense is letting them score. So they got to lock down the defense. Keep doing what you've been doing for the last 45 minutes on the clock, and you will score more goals. This game will get close at 6 apiece if they keep doing what they're doing. But if the offense lets the defense get a little bit too stretched out and they let one in, I think this one might be over.
Jeff Locker and Giuliano Oliviero looking on as their teams get set to do battle in the final quarter of the first of 4 games between the 2 franchises this season. We've got to wait all the way until March 9th to see this Wave team again. Nice and easy. Ferdinand giving to Sanchez. Still on the power play, the Wave. Drop back, Breno. 30 seconds left on the kill for the Ambush. Sanchez, Huff. Sanchez back up board. Breno refeeds Sanchez. Oliveira, ill-advised pass. SK happy to smack it away. Less than 15 to go on this Wave power play, courtesy of the Frank Taillou foul. Breno, clever feed. Ferdinand, Mo sniffs it out. Nice job. Breno fakes and gives. Sanchez, left foot, Pollo reaching out with a diving save. They wanted a handball on Mo. Launched downfield, Frank gets it out of the air. Running with Hundelt. Hundelt into Bonahene. It's right on the line at the top of the box. Bonahene plays it with the feet. And the Wave find the escape hatch.
Again, William Bonahene, a huge save. But the reason why he had to make that huge save is because the perfect timing. The ball's in the air. Frank Taillou gets out of the box. Mo NDI hangs onto it and then puts a perfect pass over the top to Frank to start that counterattack. That was beautiful.
Inside to Hain, just wide of the shot. Araujo rolling it loose. Varela in front of the Magnolia real estate sign. It's knocked down by Walls. Off the wall, it's swished by Steinwasser. Pollo looking more and more confident as this game has gone along. Had the great diving save to keep us at 6-4. The Slice of Day crowd wants a W.
Keep it going.
Almeida keeps it on flying paper in the back. Varela. Araujo squeezed forward by Almeida. Araujo catches up to it. Javi keeps him at bay. Chili Willie, the player of the game right now for the Ambush. 2 goals. Feeding with Araujo. Duduka. Back off the wall to Rafa. Ambush in action Friday, 7:05 against the Dallas Sidekicks. Ugly Sweater and Meet Santa Night at the Family Arena. Get those tickets, stlambush.com. Here at the Family Arena box office as well, and you can find them at ticketmaster.com too. Pollo. Gold line. Missile downfield, bounces right in front of Bonahene. Easy enough on the squeeze.
Now, when you say Meet Santa, my mind goes to there's going to be a Santa made out of like charcuterie, stuff like salami and
The Meat Santa with an A, huh?
Little capricola. Is that not what you're talking about?
That's called Eat Santa.
Yeah, that's not. We're not. It's not like a giant thing we can eat.
I do have a tendency to use charcuterie boards around the holidays. That was my Halloween costume, Hundelt.
You were a
Just got charcuterie boarded down in the corner.
You were a charcuterie board for Halloween?
Falls on the wall.
Genius.
I was a charcuterie board.
That's so smart. Was it edible?
Why be a snack when you can be several snacks, right?
Was it edible?
To some, yes.
Oh, well. Personal preference kind of thing.
The definition of edible has always been fungible to me. Edible, fungible. First person that invents a flavored shampoo
those things are
will
not
be a very
same.
rich
Hold
man.
on a second. Joey tried to slip that one by me. Those aren't like synonyms. They shouldn't be associated together. The edibility of things should not be fungible. That should be a pretty hard line in the sand. Speaking of which, sand is not edible.
This is why you're widely believed to be one of the most insightful in the MASL, in the analyst chair. I do agree with you. I'm just saying that for some, edible is a wide, wide world of fun. What kind of flavor shampoo would you make if you could do it, just for the record?
What flavor of shampoo?
I do the Chick-fil-A sauce shampoo. The first person that invents the Chick-fil-A sauce shampoo, that's going to be a very rich individual.
Pink strawberry flavored shampoo.
Kedu. They've already got that. I don't know if you're supposed to eat it. Druhi and Kedu.
I would lose that challenge.
Extracted by Druhi. Araujo. Chased outside by Ferdinand. Could not get the shot off.
Araujo. Not a lot of players on this ambush side are great at controlling the ball and getting the ball out of tough positions. Araujo's been incredible.
SK just wide of the far post.
He cannot buy a shot on target. Everything on the post
Hit
or
it
just
off the
inches
phone
away.
Number, 636-284-8410. That's how you can call the ambush and follow on the way out. Wave want to go quick. Both teams look a little discombobulated. SK saw some space because of some switching, and now Hundelt holds off Morrison.
Did a quick restart really just work?
Time they let it go. 10 plus to go. Ambush still down by 2. SK, Willie! Bonahene with a mitt to it. Willie into the corner. Bottled there by Alex Steinwasser. Went down, pass back by Morrison. Bonahene interrupted by Taiwan. He locks the ball up with his legs. And then he secures it with his hands. How about that? Human salad tongs. Willie B somehow pincering that ball to keep Frank out of the back.
Quickest hands in the Midwest. William Bonahene, my Lord. That's first save.
Steinwasser, bumped by Briggs. Alex lurking in the corner as well. Christian gets to it, swirls it forward toward Frank. 9:46. Oh, what a pass by the King. Chile out of the circle. Frank challenged by Bonahene, who wins it. Araujo sends it toward the goal. Didn't hit it very authoritatively. Down is Frank, slowly on his feet now. No whistle.
He couldn't believe that when he finished his somersault that he rolled up and saw live play still going on. He couldn't believe it.
Blocked by walls in a valiant effort. Bonahene happy to slow things down.
The confusion on his face when he got up. Like, there's no whistle? We're still playing?
Remember, Bonahene and Uzi Tayu locked up earlier. Uzi was whistled for a foul that waved off a goal for the ambush. Araujo dances it toward the gold line.
Again, there it is. Araujo just, like I was saying earlier, just one of the few ambush who's been successfully able to dribble out of tough spots like that. He needs to just do that in a dangerous area instead of the midfield, and it could be huge for the ambush opening this game up. Again, Joey, we've knocked out almost half of this fourth quarter, and we're still here with a 2-goal deficit for the ambush.
Third game of the season for St. Louis. Second game of the season for Milwaukee. Nice work by Kedu to stave off the much larger Hain. Save a wave, baby.
He's giving away 8 inches and 60 pounds on Hain.
He's been right in the thick of it all night.
Low man wins, Joey. I don't care what your size is. Leverage, baby, leverage.
Kedu, part of the M2 last year, getting the call up and the nod for this one. We'll have the M2 game at 5:15. Risers versus Ambush. Search St. Louis Ambush on YouTube for the stream. That one banged off the wall. Picked up off the foot of Breno by Pollo. Out comes Mo, latest goal scorer for the ambush. Frank with him. Mo weaving through. Mo and Di. Leave off the King! All right, baby!
That's Champagne indoor soccer, ladies and gentlemen, right there. picture perfect indoor soccer. All we're missing is some kind of geometry off a wall. But what a run there from Mo NDI, and he just leaves it off for the leading scorer in league history. Man, if you don't leave that pass off, there must be something wrong with you. A perfect pass, though, but by Mo NDI. You don't need anything more than 2 days in training to understand you got to pass it up to big number 15 if you're in an ambush jersey. What a play there.
And they're putting the crown on Frank's head. 440 for the greatest in MASL history. His first at home this season, his third overall through 3 games with the St. Louis Ambush. 6-5, 7:59 left in the fourth. And I think they're just going to take this right to the official timeout. It's a 1-goal game about halfway through the fourth quarter. Ambush 3 unanswered. Can they complete the comeback on MASL TV?
Take control. Make a healthy change. Maintain a healthy weight. Exercise regularly. Don't smoke or use smokeless tobacco. Eat a healthy diet. Limit alcohol. Protect yourself from the sun and avoid tanning beds. Protect against sexually transmitted infections. Get screening tests. For more 8 Ways tips, visit siteman.woostel.edu/take control.
We treat elite athletes exactly like we treat you. Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital.
The King gets on the scoreboard at the Family Arena. Mo NDI has been terrific over the last 10 minutes. The Ambush are back within 1, now out shooting the Wave 25-22. A ways to go, but plenty of time to do it. 7:40 as Huffman receives this off the wall. The Wave got to a 6-2 lead after falling behind. Ambush had the 2-1 advantage. It's been a game of runs back and forth. Sanchez, Huffman wants it that way. Varela wants it that way. Backstreet Boys it back to Pollo Cortez.
They're doing a sing-along inside the arena right now, Joey. It's tough not to jump in.
Feel free, man. You got a wonderful voice. Williamson. Oh, no. He goes down to the ambush. They're showing a blue card.
Wow. Wow.
Quick decision.
Was a quick decision from the officials. Dylan Hundelt has not been involved in a ton of this game, but when he has, he's been in a chippy part of this game. And just like that, that is a tough loss for the Ambush to go down 2 minutes with just 7:07 left to play. You're missing almost 30, just under 30% of the entire game now that you have left to come back, to finish this comeback. You're now fighting a man down.
And just remember, the Wave have a challenge left. The Ambush do not. Wave were successful earlier on a challenge. Ambush were not. Both teams would get one if this finds its way into overtime. 2-minute power play with Hundelt in the box. Breno up top. Huff at the bow. Leave back. Breno. Pollo gets the hands up in front of the face. Knocks it down. Clubs just over the head. Distribution to Kidu. Got knocked down from behind. Easy call. Ferdinand on the foul. Bench animated for the Ambush. Kidu climbs back onto that. Mo.
29 seconds killed.
Hot air balloon. King turning. Ends up over the frame.
1/4 killed. 3/4 left to go here. Just an unbelievably crucial minute 28 here for the Ambush. Any other goals here by the Wave just feels like it's going to be a hard thing for the offense to close down on. So can this shell defense, NDI, Briggs, Eske, and Kidu, hold back the Wave?
That Wave building slowly. Sanchez on the outside from Ferdinand. Sanchez has it blocked partially by Chile. Briggs trying to muscle it out, rescued by Breno. Setting up once again with Ferdinand.
Defense has got to be on a string.
Breno. Sanchez just scotch taping. Bennett from the side, just wide far post. Good slash. Sanchez. Breno again. Interior. Extra touch. Ferdinand sends it into the top shelf after sending Kidu sliding. 7-5, 5-5 left in the fourth.
That's what you didn't want to happen, but it's so hard to stop teams from scoring on the penalty kill in this game, and you just saw an easy cross there, a nice cut from Ferdinand, gets him space inside the shell defense of the ambush. All he needs is one move to take Ryan Kidu off his spot, open himself up. Will Eske, Mo NDI, and company can't close down on him, and just like that, a huge 2-goal deficit again for the St. Louis ambush. But again, credit to Milwaukee because it's so crucial. If you can just get a body running through the box and you can get the ball on his feet, the chance of you scoring in this league in those situations is so high. That's exactly what the Wave were able to do.
2-goal affair as Tayu settles this one off the wall and bounces it to the first row. Wave with Escueda about to take the restart. Fans mark those calendars for our annual New Year's Eve Kids Bash, complete with lineups, party hats, and noisemakers, and a countdown with balloon drop on the field immediately following the game. Fans have been treated to Sumner 1 posters, the first of 5 in that series. Getting the posters today. Players will be autographing those on the field after the game. Check out stlambush.com for more information on the poster series. Payne, well done to let that bounce. Alex Steinwasser bursting through. Ultimately turned out by Kidu. Almeida challenges for it. Falls to Drew He with 5:08. And he'll just give the ambush some time to change. Almeida goes to the bench. Chili Willie stalks back on. Williamson comes on for the Wave. Bonahene, talk about squeegeeing water off the time dolphin. Lets it run all the way, curling around the wall, and then finally picks it up, making Drew He come to him. Payne outside of the foot. Crossage. SK disposes of it. Drew He challenging against Hayne, who wanted a foul for a little bumping there.
Just, it's the little things that Milwaukee does great. One of the things that you look at is anytime the ambush put the ball in the corner like this, they throw a double right there, bang, double on him, because you have a third defender, and that defender is the wall, essentially. Obviously, it's not as useful as the sideline in an open game, but it's still pretty useful in stopping you from doing much. The Wave use what they have. Right now, in this game, the clock is now on their team. And so you see William Bonahene using his new teammate, the clock, to his best advantage as possible. That's what the Wave do. That's why they win games, because they put themselves in the best position to win.
All right, Ujo got a steal. Could not make the kindling into a fire. Williamson back through Bonahene with his right foot. And Tayu brings it down to the edge of the circle. Wave.
I mean, just look at the pace of this game, the way it's completely slowed down.
That's Tayu with the help of Mo bursting through. Mo is down. King is not. That's stopped by Bonahene. A header by Thomas. Ends up off the post. Close to the junction of post and bar. Thomas ends up down on the surface.
I mean, it's just hard not to think if you're James Thomas. There's some cosmic force that doesn't want you to score a goal.
Needs one for his birthday week. Rolled forward to Huff. Hundelt, who committed the foul that led to the power play goal, hoists this up to the first row of fans. Fans, if you're looking for a great holiday gift, consider giving an Ambush family pack this season. For $125, you get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, and a large popcorn. Family nights with the Ambush are being held on Saturday, February 1st and Friday, March 7th. Purchase your family pack at stlambush.com/family pack. Off the top of the bow, Sanchez had it put on a platter, but he keeps it on the kitchen table for Pollo to bend over and scoop up. 3:17. A lot of times Paulo will be the 6th attacker with Pollo in net. Might be a more traditional 6th attacker coming on soon for the Ambush. Chile, who's played that role, slide forward. Duduka, Turnage, Bonahene. That's his signature, sliding out. And once again, stifles it close to the source. Lob downfield. Settled down by Lawal. Sanchez squeaks through a seam. Araujo pressures him outside. Gazelled into the corner. Shot or cross blocked by Pollo. Araujo fights for it. Araujo clearance stuffed. Brought down by Briggs. Slices it out to Duduka. Varela with 2:36. Ambush down by a deuce. Gonna push it forward to get the keeper off if that's the way that Jeff Locker, Donnie Alberti, and Jamie Swanner want to play it.
And I think Jeff Locker just told Donnie Alberti to get the jersey. Yep, there it is. Pink jersey's out on the ambush bench, which means the extra attacker moments away right now.
Hundelt off the equator. Almeida in the 7-5 game. Poyo pushed up.
And it's going to go to the man who always gets the extra jersey, Joey. Chili Willie SK will be the man in the extra jersey for the ambush, putting it on right now.
Poyo close to the candy machine. Gives it to Varela.
Here
SK
comes.
is ready to come on. Poyo comes off. Ball's just dumped back toward the ambush bench. Left to his lonesome SK. $1.55. SK streaking forward. Give Almeida into the box. Chili! Patty! Will SK pouring things on like me, ranch dressing and a souffle. Big time finish for Will SK. He's been the star this afternoon.
And he has to take the jersey off now because we're going to get a different run of play here as they try to tie this one up. But what a run there by Chili Willie SK. Passes the ball, moves without the ball. And where does he move, Joey? Into the box. And we're going to keep talking about it because it's what matters. You get movement into the box. You get a free runner there. You hit him. And then he's got all the space to work with. And you got the skills of Chili Willie SK being the leading scorer of an MASL team before. You're going to put those opportunities away. A huge moment there for the ambush. He's got the pink jersey in hand again, and the ambush is going to try to get a tie game here with just 109 seconds to play.
Gets a Siteman Cancer Center ball to a lucky fan. Will SK coming up big in the final 2 minutes for the ambush. This is where the Wave are really going to miss Ricardo Carvalho. He scored with 8 seconds left to tie it against Kansas City last weekend and scored the winner in OT. A lot of pressure. Ambush trying to keep it pinned to get SK back on. Flung downfield. Mo settles it down. Give Kidu. There goes Poyo toward the bench. SK stepping back on. 6-on-5 ambush with the net empty for the time. 80 seconds left in the change jar. Kidu. Almeida to SK.
Same thing here like when you're on a power play. The Wave are going to go into this box, and there's going to be one ambush man in the middle. Can they get Frank Tayu the ball in the middle where it matters?
Give off to Duca, back to JT. Holt from the gold. Almeida triangulating to Kidu. Less than a minute now. To Duca to Almeida. Crow's Nest.
They almost playing for a last shot, Joey?
To Duca. Might be pretty close to that. Ambush patient. 40 seconds. The King.
James Thompson's in the middle now.
SK in that ambush pink. Almeida slithers one. Thomas, 30 seconds. Give back Chili. Good bit of skill, left-footed shot. Wide off the window. A little bit of a miss pass by Duduka. Grab by Kidu. Less than 20. SK again blocked by Javi Steinwasser at the gold line. Skips up onto the Wave bench. They took a timeout earlier in this half. Mine does wonder here. Looks like the ambush will go with Varela. And he goes through Almeida. Now 10 seconds to tie for the ambush. 7-6 Wave. Tayu. Down goes SK just outside the bow. And the whistle does come out.
Whoa.
He and Javi down. Grable giving the refereeing crew an earful.
How about this for moments?
6.9 seconds to go.
1 goal game. Ambush fighting, trying to put in a result positively in this season in game number 3.
Javi Steinwasser and SK colliding. Javi and him kind of checking on each other. And there is a challenge that is being brought out by Jules on the Milwaukee bench. He gets that challenge by virtue of being successful earlier in the game. This is one of those MASL rule changes from the offseason. And what do you think? Was this a clean play, or is this dust up and foul call justified?
Well, based on the precedent of the last few calls, I'd say it's justified.
Looks like they're out of challenges.
It's an unchallengeable call.
Well, that is what was announced, yeah, and then this is the clarification. It's unchallengeable. Unchallengeable call, you are right, Matt. And so it doesn't matter that they threw the red hanky. It's Almeida. on a tee, and now the Ambush will use the timeout.
I thought, man, the way that Willie Eske was set up, I'm thinking the play might have been fake it to Willie, down to Frank on that near post, blasting it with any kind of angle he's got there. But
it's not the prettiest of angles, but you know SK can shoot from anywhere.
And you know you can score on that down there from that angle, as Breno Oliveira showed us.
If you can get something close to the goal. 7-6, 6.9 seconds to go. Wave Ambush have had a penchant for extremely close games. Two of them.
I didn't even realize that we had, in the moment that we had gotten here. I've been talking about the majority of the games that we've called in the St. Charles Family Arena over the last 3 years have been one-goal games. I've been talking about it all day, Joey, and I didn't even slowly realize it, that we worked ourselves again right to the edge of a one-goal game.
You're a prophet,
Unbelievable.
Matt. You really are.
I mean, the stats can lie, but sometimes they simply don't. And this is another one where I know that second year we were here, Joey.
Stats can lie, but you never will,
exactly.
Right?
Well, I'll play with them. That middle year that we've been here, Joey, that second year they went 0 for 6 against him, and none of the games were that close. But every other year, we've had multiple games, 3 or 4 games each season that have been one-goal games between these two teams in this arena. Another fascinating game between the Ambush and the Wave. When they're playing here, you know what you're going to get more often than not. And it's a game like this where with 7 seconds left, the ball is on a tee with a team having a chance to send it to overtime. It doesn't get better than this.
They're doing the Matthew McConaughey hum thing as the Ambush come back onto the field out of the huddle. Thomas Duduka, the King, Frank Tayu, Almeida, Varela, and Chile versus 3 on the wall for the Wave.
Joey, 6 goals, those are rookie numbers. You got to pump those up.
That's right. We're at a Wall Street lunch for you as the Ambush try to tie this ball game.
Feels like a Wall Street lunch in here right now.
Almeida to Chile, left foot, hoists it, and this is up and out of play. Ambush a broken play, and this is coming out. Wave a chance to clear with 4.0. A good GPA on the clock. Ambush out of a timeout, go awry on the restart. Walls chips it downfield. Almeida pops it right back, and the horn as the ball flies away does sound. That's going to be it.
That's a giant disappointment.
Ambush falls 7-6 to the Milwaukee Wave. A valiant comeback after the team fell behind 6-2, but ultimately the Wave get their second win of the season. Ambush dealt their third loss.
Again, another close game. You can't ask for much more from the offense on that one than making that game close. Unfortunately, the defense, they allowed 8 goals in both games, 1 and 2 against the Kansas City Comets. Both of those were losses. The big thing here was letting in less. I'm saying the difference between 8 and 7, not nearly enough for what we were expecting from this defense. Still simply too many easy goals, especially in that middle part where the game got away from them late in the second and throughout the third.
Chili Willie, he's going to be the star for sure. 3 goals, a hat trick, the first hat trick of the season for the Ambush. Frank Tayu and Uzi Tayu both scored as well, but the Ambush just could not bridge the gap, ultimately falling 7-6 versus a Wave team that once again pulls out a 1-goal comeback victory. Ambush were indeed up 2-1 early in this game. Wave stormed back, made it 6-2, and hung on to win 7-6 after they took down KC in overtime last weekend by a final score of 6-5. Well, it was certainly a lot of fun out here, a lot of good moments for the Ambush. Mo Ndiaye had an assist and a goal in addition to the Tayu brothers scoring and SK scoring. He looked good in his first game that he's been active. If we can keep him active and keep him healthy, I think that the Ambush are really going to benefit.
Yeah, I mean, the big names that we talked about before this game, even Giuliano Oliveira was talking about it too.
We're going to send it down to Ashton with one of those big names, Chili Willie SK.
Ambush, you were under the yellow umbrella, fan all-star of the game. You know, you played absolutely incredible today. You had 3 goals, 6 of the ones that were scored. You scored almost half. What are some thoughts on today's game?
Milwaukee's a good team. It's always hard to beat them. I think tonight we had the better of the play, maybe got a little unlucky. We're still a new group. Every game we're getting better. You can see us growing. I got some special fans here tonight from out of town, so I want to give them a shout out. Here's my little girl. She's good luck. This is Ren.
She is so cute. Oh my gosh, hi. I'll get us Let's Go St. Louis Ambush later, okay? You played a critical role as the sixth attacker. Do you enjoy that position?
Yeah, at that point, there's nothing to lose. So you just get to go for it, get chances. You know, it's late in the game. It's all risk. It's either really good or really bad.
Next match, December 20th on Friday, we have ugly sweater, Christmas sweater, and photos of Santa. What should we expect during that game?
That'll be our first win of the year, I guarantee that. It's going to be a great crowd. Everyone's going to get a great show again, and you're definitely going to get everything I got.
Make sure you come out to the next match so we can watch Willie Metzger score another hat trick.
That is Chilly Willie with Baby Ren, plus our very own Ashton on the sidelines. Thanks for our All-Star interview. That's Tony Walls, the former Ambush, greeting some fans here at the Family Arena as the players stick around as part of the Sumner 1 poster series and as part of our post-game festivities. We're going to preview the M2 game and wrap this up when we come back from the Family Arena on MASL TV.
Restore Chesterfield is the official wellness and recovery center for your St. Louis Ambush. We offer cryotherapy, IV drips, hyperbaric oxygen, and so much more. Bring your ticket stub and receive 1 free course service. See you soon, and go Ambush!
Take control. Make a healthy change. Maintain a healthy weight. Exercise regularly. Don't smoke or use smokeless tobacco. Eat a healthy diet. Limit alcohol. Protect yourself from the sun and avoid tanning beds. Protect against sexually transmitted infections. Get screening tests. For more 8 Ways tips, visit siteman.woostel.edu/take control.
St. Louis Ambush, Milwaukee Wave finished at the Family Arena in St. Charles. Wave do win at 7-6, so the Ambush outshot them 30-26. Some key blocks down the stretch and some relatively steady play from Willie B. William Bonahene, propelling the Wave to another close victory. Bright spots for the Ambush today. Chilly Willie. I thought Puyo Cortez settled in as the game went along. Something to build on, even though we stay winless.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the offense, made some runs there, and you're scoring 3 and 4 goals your first 2 games. You're putting together 6 against a top keeper like William Bonahene. I think it also needs to be said that in that first game for St. Louis, when they only scored 4, they were facing a backup keeper. So putting in 6 against one of the best keepers in the entire league, that's not nothing for this offense. And the fact that you outshot them, putting up 30 shots on goal, and again, that's not counting the fact that they missed the woodwork a lot. In fact, if you just take in John A. S.K. shots that hit the woodwork and add them to St. Louis shots on goal, they might have had them about 36-26. So a lot of things to really tack up for good if you are talking about the offense. But again, for me, the big thing this game was always going to be, does the defense show up? And unfortunately, the St. Louis Ambush are 0-3 today because the defense did not show up and play well across the second and the third quarters.
Ambush on the MASL side done, but on the M2 side, just about to get started. Ambush 2 versus the Muskegon Risers. M2 season being christened on YouTube. Make sure you search St. Louis Ambush on YouTube and watch the M2 game through the St. Louis Ambush YouTube page. Frank Tayu on the board at home for the Ambush. Lucas Almeida and Chili Willie talking some final things over. Ambush do fall 7-6, but going forward, back real quick on Friday at 7. We'll have the call on the M2 game on YouTube. For our entire crew, plus my partner, Matt Rocchio, I'm Joey Zanaboni saying so long for now. This has been St. Louis Ambush Soccer at the Family Arena on MASL TV.
Daniel's experience with Kickaroos is he loves putting on the jersey every Saturday. He comes out, enjoys being part of the team, playing around with the ball, learning the game from his coaches, and skills that can last him a lifetime.
You know, this is what young kids sports should be like. It should be fun, it should be engaging, it should be positive. And my son Henry, when I tell him today is Thursday, he's like, is tomorrow soccer day? It's like, no, tomorrow's Friday, and then Saturday is soccer day. For a 4-year-old to have that sort of desire to keep doing an activity, it says a lot about the program. I feel like every coach that we've interacted with, they truly enjoy working with the